soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind, but everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time. Yeah. Everyone's a hypocrite. In this game we cannot win. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind, but everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time. Try me out, I won't stand down. I know you like to play games sometimes, so why don't you come my way? I know we were born to be children of our security, but I'll let you go first today. What is the meaning of losing all that you got? Why do you always try to be someone you're not? Our love is a stinking cadabra that will
That's good stuff, Bundy. That's good stuff right there.
Thank you, everybody. 543 transitioning call sign 643.
Tell Bundy.
Today, we are going to be swearing in Officer Jeff Bundy to the rank of senior officer.
The man that promoted him to officer.
Bundy, you are now a member of the Blonde Boys, and with it, a sergeant of the LSPD.
And passed his final. Said congrats.
As of today, I would like to offer you the second position within the members of High Command in the LSPD, captain role.
And that he knew he was always going to go somewhere.
At this time, I do want to extend an invitation to the San Andreas State Park Ranger service.
Why do you always try to be someone you're not? Our love is a stinking cadabra that will
You gave her fucking pills, Bloom?
Yep, I did.
If I see you again, I'm gonna put a gun in your mouth and I'm gonna pull the fucking trigger. Do you understand me?
We do find that impeachment article is granted.
What's up, Chad? Sorry, my voice is kind of croaky. I just woke up not very long ago, and I'm still responding to shit on Gemma's phone. But today is not beginning as a Gemma day, Chad. Today is beginning as a Bundy day. I took a nap. I took a nap, chat, because I needed it, because I stayed up too late last night. I stayed up too late. Do naps help? It depends. It really depends. If I nap and I wake up naturally, it's a good nap. If I nap and I wake and I get woken up or I set an alarm, it's not a good nap. There was a point in my life, like a year and a half ago, where I would take a nap almost every afternoon. It wouldn't be a long one. It'd be like 15 or 20 minutes. But I was like a child. I was like a little baby.
All right. Well,
Bundy?
you have.
Friend, how may I help you today?
Hello,
Hey, if you see a shooting at a store, okay, it was me killing a guy for setting up a tent in front of it, so you know.
What the fuck? Is that... Okay, I guess that's the thing that happens now. Can I get...
I'm ready to go kill someone.
Oh, shit. You like fit, like, what, 4 meals in a bag?
How many drinks?
Let me just get like 4 rainbow melts and 4 of your Pride Pop Bobas and put that in a bag, please.
I'll get you the bag.
Going to a meeting and I doubt anybody has brought food for themselves, so...
Nice person. Which this, that's 4 bobas, and what was the food? Sorry, I've got really bad memory.
We'll do the, actually, we'll do bear claws. Let's do bear claws.
What you wanted? Sandwich? Okay. I got you.
I won't lie, I thought he was wearing brass knuckles at first. I was like, damn.
Bag for his food is gonna be on the tray right behind you.
I appreciate you.
$100.
Forrest, do you need anything? Do you need me to
Which
go
buy me
get
food?
meat, veggies?
Anyway.
We're alright at the moment. We've got 200 plus of everything.
I don't have more cash on me. Gave it all away.
I don't know about
Chat.
If you do need anything desperately, just scream for help in the group chat and we will get you started, okay? Sounds good.
You, thank you.
Help.
Welcome.
Help.
I think Faye needs to start calling other people.
Hey, Ramona, come here real quick.
Mm-hmm. I don't work at either.
Alrighty, let's put this in the bag for you, my friend. Boom, boom, boom. I'll put an extra bag for in there for you. On the house.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Someone named Mel.
Oh.
Alright, I kind of do have to step 2 here, because, oh my god, the bike. Does Montag really consider farming for Sapphire for a supercar now? No. No, he doesn't realize that. Holy shit, I am so fucking tired of ghost locals. Please, server. Pams. Thank you for the 64 months. I appreciate this. I appreciate this. Oh, that's different. Was that different last time? That may have been different last time.
Hi, you're cool.
What the hell?
Yeah, you cool.
I spit in the face of those who are not cool.
Oh, hi, Ben.
Oh, nice.
That's a good reference.
Yeah.
We're gonna need an extra server rack in here.
Oh my god, classic Bob's taking so long.
Oh my god.
Classic Bob's. Classic Cops. Classic Cops, just delaying it.
Is she Jane?
Yeah, let me... It is 10 and 15. Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Cops still not sending us. Oh my
Bundy,
god.
say a one-liner. That works. That works. No, Bundy just walked in. No, Bundy just walked.
Oh,
Talking to Bundy.
I didn't realize she was about to be sent. Otherwise, I would have actually said a one-liner. I was thinking. I was spending too long spewing up there.
The fact that Jay said what, I mean, said what was good enough for
That's
me,
good. That's
even though it's, you know.
All right, I gotta go do high command things, I guess.
L, sleep, go to 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 sleep.
God, I wish. God, I wish.
L, is there?
Fucking Casey. Chat, Radstars is low-key one of the funniest people, I think. Bundy does not like Casey very much as a command member, but Occam Saber thinks that Radstars is really fucking funny.
Hey, man.
Hey, where are we convening for this thing?
Probably MRPD, my guess. We have a giant office upstairs we can use.
Yeah, we got the the briefing room with the cool table.
Yeah, probably do it there. Stevens is around if we want to do that prior. Chat with them and get everything sorted.
Yeah, we can do that. It's because the thing's in like 13 minutes, right? Because the time you sent me was 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, but they got pushed back a bit. I don't know how far got pushed back though. Like, do you see the thing where they're talking about like pushing back an hour?
No, I didn't see what the hell they were talking about pushing back an hour.
Check the emails. I'm at this point now. I don't know what time it's at because they said like an hour, and now I'm like, and then they put a bunch of different times in there.
This is fucking me up because I've got to look at like a report and a text message chain and an email. I got to look at like 4 different places to know when this is fucking happening.
Yeah, Harold fucked around with Google AI. It messed everything up. I'll call him right now and see exactly one of those.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm around now. I grabbed food for this thing.
God bless.
But, okay. Alright, well, I'll swing by MRPD either way.
Okay, I'll get Stevens down here. We'll at least handle this aspect.
Hey, sounds good.
Bye-bye.
Did this thing get fucking moved? God damn it. I'm gonna do a bit. I'm gonna do a bit. Did I click the button? I clicked the button. There we go. Okay.
The person you were trying to
Oh,
reach is
God.
unavailable. Please leave.
Okay, so this thing is actually in 11 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I just talked to him, so it is in 11
Okay.
minutes. So we.
Okay.
The time we had was right. I don't know why you say push back an hour. Like.
Yeah, I'm going to the digital den and I'm buying Harold a watch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy a watch for Harold. That'll be my
Okay.
gift to him for this panel.
Yeah, get him.
It's like customary to bring gifts to these things, right?
It's like a funeral, right? You know, guy's gonna die, so might as well bring some gifts.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right. I'll see you in a few then.
Yeah,
We're gonna do it in the big room at the MRPD.
All right. I'll be down there in a minute.
Alrighty. Bye bye.
Why doesn't Bundy like Casey as command? Bundy doesn't like Casey's command because he thinks that Casey, one, has a tendency to overtalk people and try to assert direct control over situations that don't need direct control asserted. And Casey's also a yapper. Casey yaps too much on comms, which makes them unclear. Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Casey refuses to take blame whenever, like, stuff gets fucked up or whatever. It's really hard getting a my bad out of Casey. Okay, so I could be wrong, but I think I can valet this all the way up here, right? I thought I could. Is it in this spot? Maybe it's downstairs. We'll go downstairs. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Chat, this is not me role-playing. This is just me. This is Occam Saber OOC. I don't know what Breeze did. I don't know what this panel's about. And part of the reason I'm gonna... Okay, look, we kind of blame Ayub for this. Because Ayub was just like, make sure that everything goes well and didn't tell us what the fuck was happening. I feel like this room would benefit from like a podium on one end.
Yeah, like the end or something like that. Thank you.
I got 4 meals. I figured that would be sufficient. Because if this thing lasts long enough for me to need to eat again, I'm just gonna die. That's gonna be my response.
I told Harold maximum 2 hours. If it goes longer than that, I'm just leaving. I'm just gonna walk out of this room. It should be pretty straightforward. Like, he gives his piece, we question him, we decide. I think most decisions kind of already been made though.
Is this a good time to admit that I don't really know what happened? I just know that Twilight asked me to make sure that things went well, so here I am.
Essentially, he got officers to come around that haven't been around for a while to vote for him for captain. Apparently hired a few people as well too. Kind of is election fraud, man. Pretty much what it is. And then he lied under his interrogation.
Ew, can't do that.
Yeah, that's like the biggest thing for it. So, Cooper, you're sitting on the table.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry, my bad.
I'm gonna have Harold sit at the top here. Feels like this is like where he should be. That is his guy.
You guys been added to the FIP report?
What's that, Coop? You look quiet.
Have you guys been added to the FIP report? Sorry, I'm sick as fuck. So.
I don't think so.
I have not. No, I've only got what's in our reports.
Oh shit.
I got. We are planking, and what are we hitting the gritty's last thing shared with me.
Yeah. Now, the FIP report has all like the recordings and shit, so it's pretty useful. Pretty much has everything we need.
Okay.
Who would that need to be shared with? I assume you already have it, Coop.
Yeah, I already have it because in regard to troopers, I just asked Strongrock and he shared it with me.
Okay, so me, Hardcastle, Harold, Maddie, who else?
Can you see who's on there right now, Coop? Who's been shared with?
It doesn't show.
It doesn't show. Okay.
I'll
Me, you, Maddie, Harold, Astrid, Veronica.
Astrid, Veronica.
Yeah, the FIB reports
Bob.
don't show it. I can check the history. It's shared with me, it's shared with Meyer, it's shared with Harold, it's shared with Bob, it is shared with Adeline.
Okay, so me, Bundy, Veronica, Astrid, Maddie.
Okay, well, Strong Rock hung up on me.
Well, his skip tracer just got beat down and shot because they're being fucking idiots again. So that was great.
Oh.
Which one was being an idiot?
Who do you think? Wait, who do you think just got recently hired to be a skip tracer?
That could be a lot of idiots.
Recently fired from us.
Oh yeah, no, that's up.
Genesis is not a skip tracer. She just got shot. So.
Skip tracer? That actually surprised
Yeah.
me.
That doesn't surprise me at all. That's the position where you could rage bait people the hardest.
Well, she had Geo in cuffs. She had Geo in cuffs because he was going to pay his fines, but they cuffed him anyway. So then someone came from behind and shot 3 of them down. So.
Who else from FIB could I call? I could call Senna? I could call Senna. Is this the type of thing Senna would be in on? Would she be able to, like, have access to what was shared with you, Cooper? Oh, there's Booba. Hey, Booba.
Hey, Bundy, what's up?
We are getting ready to do this this review thing for Breeze.
Mm-hmm.
And a handful of us need access to the investigative file on it, just so that we can look at the recordings and shit. So.
Let me. I should just be able to attach it to the command report. Hold on. I think you guys will then be able to see it.
Yes. You have the staff command report. You can see that one.
The BCSO election tampering, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. scroll through all these goddamn pen reports.
Yeah, pinned reports seemed like a great idea, and then everything got pinned, and it felt like nothing was pinned
Yeah, yeah. God damn it! Hold on, I just gotta find the report number.
anymore. Coop, do you have the report number? I can just read it off to Boobo.
Yes.
I got it. It's attached.
Your chair right here, Harold.
Alright, you got
Hit the
it.
big one.
Yes. Okay, that works perfectly. Huge.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything at all during that, please don't hesitate to call me.
Yep, I will let them know.
I think so.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Alright, thanks, Boobo.
Yeah, is this from like the Vispachi building or something?
A lot of stuff has fallen apart in here already.
Here, grey card. And agent is trustworthy liar help for Finny got this kingdom brief.
Okay. He attached the report to the to our report.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Easy.
Do we know if the insulation in this room was like done? We know if that's good.
Should be.
Okay. All right.
I think everything should be good in here, this building.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I should be like, speaking of the top of my lungs or not.
What the fuck? I fucking hate these tables.
Damn, he really gave him that roll for 5 whole minutes, didn't he? That's crazy.
I think I'll fucking stand.
I'm gonna stick because I hit him.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
So the trick for me was to stand on the table and then throw yourself into the chair. That worked for me.
Oh, okay.
Not like that, Veronica. That's not like that. Guys, I think Breeze might get fired here.
Yeah, I'm figuring it out. I don't care. I'll sit like this.
Veronica, the FIB attached their report to our report, so we have access to everything that was in there now. How long are these interrogation tapes? 7 minutes? That's not bad. How long is the other one? 9 minutes? I guess I'll spend the time that we're waiting for everybody listening to this interrogation tape. You wanna share an AirPod with me, Hardcastle?
Sure. I'll listen to it.
No. No one's dead.
Where's Candy?
Turned on. Which
Ah,
one?
she
The
got
serial
LOE.
killer or the
No,
cop?
my Candy.
Oh. I don't know about that.
What do you mean you don't?
Well, I mean, I don't keep track of every citizen in San Andreas.
I thought that's what the FIB do. Don't you like track people's money and all the cameras and stuff?
I mean, we do track money, and I mean, the IAA does a lot more, surveillance than we do on the state itself. Okay. Let's see. Where do I want to start here? I guess first and foremost, I'll tell you the reason why we're meeting, as I'm sure you're very much wondering.
Pregnant.
What?
You're pregnant?
Me? No, I'm not. I'm a man.
What? Good observation.
Yeah, yeah, I don't have those facilities.
What?
What'd you say, Veronica? I couldn't hear you.
Was Grapeseed allowed to vote in the election as well, or just BCSO?
I believe it was both, right?
I think both could have ran, but it was only BCSO that ran. It was just BCSO technically.
I don't know if they could run, but
Well, yeah, no, she's asking who voted, who could vote.
yeah.
Who voted? Oh, everybody.
It was like the weighted thing, right? Like the BCSO ones
No,
were.
the second round.
Second round command? BCSO and command? I think so, yeah.
Does that mean Grapeseed was not supposed to vote?
You have to ask Harold. I don't know. I just went and voted.
There's a report attached to this that shows. Actually, this does not contain the. Doesn't contain any rules for the election.
Will you get to the point? I'm so confused.
Okay. I will get to the point. The point is,
when this first happened, I did some
Breeze, you're currently under
investigating my
criminal
own and found that
investigation.
There were some Grapeseed deputies who were given
What did I do this
BCSO
time?
tags for a very short period of time.
I didn't drink and drive, I swear. I was
During
off
the
road.
election.
What do you think I did? I was driving off road. That's still legal.
Trust me, if it was that, you probably wouldn't be talking to me.
You're not legal to drink, drive, and Grapeseed today and tomorrow.
If it's sergeant
That's
class,
the last
I
weekend
can
of the
vote,
month.
then it's okay.
I do not have a server rack and mining crypto in my house.
Well, that's legal. You can do that.
Okay. I do not have a VPN.
That is also legal.
Is this about the cell phones?
No. No, it's not about the
We
cell
got to
phone.
hear from our side. Are we waiting on anyone?
All right. Well, before we go any further,
I think
before
we're waiting
you
on
incriminate
Maddie.
yourself in something else.
Maddie and
I need to
Bob,
make you-
wherever they're at.
Yeah. Okay.
I saw he brought his liar. And part of me wants to hear me because there's a criminal investigation against him. And they are worried that what is sitting here could be used against him. But we're not reading him his rights. You know, we're not the investigators.
That's just a high command panel, though.
It's high command panel.
Yep.
It's not what do they got it there. It's Athwest State. But also it's full sign. He's a good liar. So it's not like a lying liar. So. Is anybody outwardly against Forshaw being in here? And I want to see it die.
Now, if it was Tammy, I would say I would say that she could wait down the block. But if he's sorry, I don't give a shit.
Okay. Just TV rock if photos need to be used.
Yeah, I'm gonna say what I said with Bob. I think it takes more than 2 hours. I'm walking out.
Oh, I just see that the breezes. He said that
right,
he
perfect.
doesn't even
And I
think it'll
don't
be
even
over an
need to read
hour.
your rights. Now you know 'em.
Okay, good.
All right.
How long do we want to
Yeah,
keep popping last
yeah,
in? What, 10
Perfect.
minutes?
Yeah, probably 10.
So who's pursuing criminal charges?
Well,
Also,
I said
the
it was a
time was like
criminal
pushed back an
investigation.
hour. It was
Right now,
15
they're
minutes.
charged with being pressed.
I think the time was. I don't think Harold should.
No, so the original timer was in 8 minutes ago, which is
Okay.
7 p.m.
No, I think the problem was that I think it was like a daylight savings time thing where
Oh,
somebody
really?
somebody said EST and they meant EDT.
Okay.
Yeah.
They changed it to
Aren't they
daylight
the
savings.
same? Well, the thing is, it doesn't really matter because BST also changes from BST to whatever the
Same with
LC
PST. It goes to PDT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like
So,
three. It was like
the
7
time
Eastern.
will
and-
be the same anyway. It's just like
Nothing-
one
But
week
there's
where
an
it's different.
investigation. Yes.
Yeah,
there is
nothing
an
changed for me. I
investigation.
was like, oh, I don't want to sit here for like another hour and wait. I sat in my
Uh,
office and played Rivals for an
trying to
hour.
make me say things to aid whatever the fuck
I
you're
don't
trying
know.
to figure out. Well, I feel like it's in good faith that Harold and Astrid are here, and I'm not gonna try to get you to just.
I don't think
incriminate
you're
yourself.
acting in good faith.
Well, we're sorry about the entire party investigation. It's the double whammy, right, Sean? Right? Doing the double whammy.
Yeah.
Okay, while we're
So
here, has
Aaron
everybody
Fusar
changed
and
their
Corbin
passwords on their
Texler.
phones?
Ooh, I want Aaron.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I should do that. And I saw
This
that
is-
earlier. Hold on.
This has happened in the past. We knew about this in the past. And
Yeah, but I now have
and
a list of names.
Did we get a
God
photo
bless
of
you.
the? Did we get a photo of the stuff that got leaked?
Wow, that's part of this thing is, I'm gonna bring it up to the breeze and be like, why haven't you seen anything? And I'm gonna demand he supply it.
Because we
It's
can know
gonna
whose phone's
fly
taken at that point, right?
I think it should be routine practice that anytime we suspect an officer's phone has been leaked, that we should just blast out to the entire fucking DPS to change their passwords. Because, like, those passwords are real fickle sometimes.
my belief, my concern is that have the phone with someone who doesn't come around often, whether it's Wood.
There's also no way to know. There's no tricking our investigation. It's terrible. I reached out to iPhone and I complained to them. I said, "This is stupid, iPhone. You gotta fix this iPhone." For sure.
I mean,
Also, the fact that if a tablet gets taken too, if someone has access to a tablet with no password or some shit, or had
Well,
the
it's the
password,
fact
they
that
can.
someone can have someone else's phone for 2 years and there's zero way the honor would know.
Yeah.
Well, and the fact that the passwords just kind of like fuck up, right? Like, you know, if 'cause that's what happened to my kid. His shit got stolen by I think the blocks, and he had a password on it, but you know because he had no, his was the blocks.
Tommy?
Yeah, Tommy's was the blocks a long time ago. It was Southside and Rambo.
Wasn't CBC?
That happened again.
Yeah,
Oh,
with
Jesus.
CBC when he did the beanbag.
Shocking incident.
Ah. Well, the first time it happened to him, it was the blocks, and they yanked it off of him. But because he had recently used his, like, I don't know, Face ID or Thumb ID or whatever, his phone was just unlocked, so they could just do whatever the fuck they wanted with it.
Yeah, as police, but especially as command, we should be. Phones have to have password on them, and they should probably be changed, at least every couple months.
Brandon, could you just speak up? It's a very insulated room. We can all shot
All
very
right.
hardly. It's a big
All
deal.
right. I was gonna say as police, but especially as command, our phones should all have password on them, and they should probably be changed every few months, just like we're supposed to for other things.
What if we get passwords on group chats?
I wish. What if we could government encrypt group sheets and, tie to a job and then we could call stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then also we could have fighter jets and ship picks and lightsabers, The problem is hanging out what thieves is, the possibility is in this and we just gotta do it what's now. And it's, someone's gotta form the one of his own.
I think the easiest thing would be to just if Eifert could just deactivate old phones after, like, I don't know, a couple weeks or something.
Agreed. And if the trick thing here to find my iPhone,
Yeah, that'd be good.
you could track them down. But,
We should talk to John Fruit about that,
Yeah.
whatever his name is. They've been around.
I talked to him because I've given them like $100,000 for phone cases, so they like me.
You're like a premium
Does
user.
anybody need any phone cases, by the way? Hold on.
I think you're what they call in the gambling
Does anyone
market a
need any of
whale.
those? Anyone need any of these? Got some
Oh my
good
God.
cases. I got some good stuff.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's diamond encrusted, and the shots are platinum. Sapphire rarity. It's pretty good.
Harold, do you have a gambling problem?
No, I don't gamble.
It looks like he has a gambling solution. He opened a whole storefront.
Hey, Maddie.
I'm in before FIB charges him for operating a business without a license.
They'd have to be not getting shot for that to happen.
He's good then.
Yeah, don't worry. They got beat down by Max McIntyre. Did put a statement in. They got shot following it by someone else. So. Today's been a day.
Maddie, I would let you take this seat so that we could be in like descending rank order, but it took me so long to sit down that you can just sit wherever else.
Hi, Maddie. Hello. We have 6 minutes until we cancel on Bob. We have any hockey stuff we need to talk about since Dundee?
Okay.
My favorite.
Let me call him.
No, I don't think so.
What rank are we hiring experienced people, Doc? Is got brought to my attention that
Mr.
LSPD's been
Fusar.
hiring basic captain hires
your-
of experienced people to follow LER when I was under the idea that we were going to probably, if not, it's whatever, either way, I just want to get on the same
They've
page.
been full, but they got to ride with a couple officers before they go in on their own to get the vibes.
Sure, probably.
Well, I just make them full so I don't fill out all the paperwork stuff multiple times.
Oh, so you don't have to abide by the cadet limit, huh? I
not
see how
cadets.
he's, and I
They're not
respect them, and I'm going
cadets.
to take them.
Okay.
I should, we got smart by Marinari.
I saw that. I feel like
we
that
offered
went so
to,
well.
because we said we were going to give her a job as cadet, and then SPD were like, here's a job as officer, so,
Wait, what?
Yeah, because
Ooh.
I was under the idea that we want hiring people to follow officer, So we said the officer, we said the cadet is cadet officer, and then Danger was like, hey, officer, like, oh, oops.
Danger?
Yeah, but he noticed that you guys unbothered here as full officer,
Oh.
I've seen with shift 3, with some officer highs or whatever, it's whatever, we just gotta make that energy do the same thing, because I guess we're shooting ourselves in the foot.
I just want to do a full officer, and if they fuck around, they just get dropped down.
I think in an ideal world, you would kind of do a blend of the two, right? Like, you could hire them as probie, but they wouldn't count against your limit because they're already fucking trained, and you just...
Well, probies don't count towards the limit. They try to
Yeah.
non-shorters is the limit.
Yeah. I also had Dan Fairley text me yesterday asking to be made a part of Air, and I said, no. Go talk to them. Go talk to them. Go talk to people.
Care
there.
about chain of command.
That's
don't
a
come to me.
horrible use of chain of command. What the fuck,
No.
Fairley?
See this now. You see why I don't want to re-up the armory. He can carry a wooden gun around. I'm asking Thatcher for wooden guns.
I've been telling you, we need wooden guns. Ever since Skylar dusk popped that one guy.
Yeah, we need wooden guns. I gotta go walk a beat.
What do we think about all the auxiliary stuff? The cadets, the auxiliary patrol. We're all happy with it.
I am.
Yeah, I think it's good. Hasn't blown back in any significant way, so...
Well, we've suggested some bigger changes, because like the NSIE stuff, but kind of changing it downtown, and so they will be driving around in ONX, and then we'll have the same one with the county.
What would
it's
the
mostly
county's
still
version of
50 years apart.
downtown be? Would that be like Harmony?
Alamo and the Greepsy,
Okay.
the Alamo region, because you would hit mechanic shops and the farm fields and the fisherman place, and just the fishing spot of the day, And the way we painted it, Bundy, was it's not BC auxiliary, LSPD auxiliary. It's, like county or city auxiliary.
Yeah.
So a cadet from LSPD, if they wanted to, could go to, the region around the animal if there was larger house robberies, right? If there was a fishing tournament. And if the beam machine was popping, a BC cadet could go down there, It's a startup patrol that you have to be the department to do it.
Yeah, you're not locked in by
Just like
uniform.
right now, like
Yeah.
LSPD could come to the county, become a city, help to break down the bodies.
Oh, I think it's good. I like that.
Yeah. Mr. Copper, not hat I've vist in this one, by the way. It's, by other words, it's a hit and vist fee wrong. Mr. Copper. Mr. Copper. Einstein.
Coop.
Captain.
The guy who can't sit down also can't take off his bat.
Yes, it's
I
locked.
have to stand up to go get them.
Legal expertise is being requested
And he shot a
for
bomb.
FIB for one Matt.
I texted him and said, "Where are you at?"
Tell
But
him we're right
he
on
hasn't
the
responded to any of my text messages
I'm at
since.
a wedding.
Hold on.
I probably should have clocked out.
Oh, yeah.
What is he getting arrested?
He has
He
I
hasn't
have
responded
no
to any of my
intentions
text
arresting him
messages
right
since
now.
January
He's,
17th.
at a
So
voluntary interview, and he does not
replying
have
to
to
me
answer
now.
any
Gives me
questions he
2
does not
minutes.
want to.
Tell him we're running it back.
Yeah, I am.
I'm just seeing. I'll give him 2 minutes to respond if he's coming or not.
gotcha. That gives me time to listen to this interview or continue listening to this interview anyway.
I should have probably clocked out,
I
but
saw
I
an
got a wedding
update.
right
These
now.
the DA's office did
Okay,
see
so I'm just
why they
so I
keep
get
those
this straight,
charges.
you're not able to provide him
They
legal
don't want them because they
representation.
kind of public opinion when they
Not right this second, I'm afraid.
show a lot of
Okay.
doubt against the entire DA.
I guess call me back if you're done, and if we're still here, I
and
can
the
get you brought
recommendation
down.
from the DA and the FIB
Perfect.
was
Okay.
for the
Thank
handle
you,
them
Gusar.
entirely.
Thank you, sir. Have a good
Bye-bye.
one.
He said he's at a wedding and he forgot to clock out.
Oh my God, questions about it? I'm invited to a wedding that started 2 minutes ago.
Which wedding was that? Because
Not from me. I'm listening to the tape right now.
If anybody needs like meet the fit in house about the context about it, try to get in here. No, I never. I thought we need to go to the wedding.
Veronica had something.
Listening to the tape as well.
Can you tell me what charge?
What was the second round of voting? Was it just Sergeant Plus, like Command Plus?
No, it's
Or
hard
was
to
it-
mean in the
Well,
BCSR.
I'm
And
gonna
then
wait
if you
until
want
we know. Harold, you're gonna be able to stay here, right?
Okay.
The particular question that
So,
Yeah,
Grapes,
go
you allowed to vote?
yeah, Grapes, you can vote.
Okay.
It was just BCSR,
I don't want to do this
BCSR.
unless Harold and Astrid are in.
The
I
numbers are.
might be a little late, if that's all right. And
I feel
I
like,
said,
yeah, out
"Do you want
of,
us to
you know,
start?"
all the
or
potential
just- or
excuses,
wait?"
I feel like this is
and
a
he
pretty
said,
good one.
"You can just start."
he's already a little late. Classic
Alright,
Bob.
do you want me to call corporate
Ethan Carroll,
tax?
14 votes.
Fuck no.
Okay, I
Matthew
don't want to
B,
assume.
17
I
votes.
don't want to assume.
Danger, 5
I like
votes.
Jared. Everybody else
And
is-
1 writing for here stop and win. 1 vote.
Oh.
I got a big fan. I got a big fan.
Where's this recording?
He'd probably
it would be
refuse to
funny-
represent you though, and then he
It's
would
the
use
FIB
this, and
report
then it
that's
would
attached to the
yeah, it would be bad.
command
for you,
report.
I'm
probably.
doing it funny.
And then Strong Rock, it
I
is
mean, you
something
can
to a
have
terror
a,
statement in the Hackman report. If
someone
you want to
here
read it,
for
just
like the
of
internal
terror,
part.
informing breeze
Yeah, that's the
of
issue.
the
They're like my-
McTavish transfer, verify the breeze claiming of he didn't know about the McTavish transfer, and that's why he did what he did. So,
Gosh, Maddie, I sent them to you.
Thank you.
union representatives. They're here as my supervisors, and then I want somebody legally because you're pursuing.
I'm
charges, or at least
gonna go get the
investigating.
meeting where we'll start with Bob.
All right.
And I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what your angle is. So, and I'm sure that a lawyer is more of a nerd to know all the ins and outs and loopholes so that they can make sure that I know what I'm doing.
Do you want me to put a request out?
Aaron,
What?
what Aaron? Sorry.
I mean, you can call him again, but I mean, he, you know.
Okay. Can I consult Harold and Estrid?
Sure. You want me to?
To the
wait
part
out
with
in
the tape where he's
hallway?
like, "Did you give him a role to vote,
camera
even
on?
though he wasn't part of it?" And he went, "Yeah."
The camera is on. I can turn it off.
That's not good.
Okay. Yeah, Astrid's my. Thank you, Astrid. Thank you so much.
That message that just came in about giving the inmate permission to go to a funeral, that's purely DOC. We don't give a fuck about that, right?
They can handle it. We're not handling it. It's 311.
Oh, that came from FIB.
It's Valerie
that's,
Perez.
That's pretty much DOC. We can't really.
I'll respond to it.
Yeah.
Unless it'd be scheduling with DOC, you know, in advance. To be honest.
I told him that it's under. I told him that it was.
Recording's back on. You've had time to speak with your representative, Astrid.
You still have time. You come in for the tea.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
You come in for the tea, Abzo. You could sprint in here.
Are you aware what this investigation is into now?
Yeah.
We haven't even started.
Are you still willing to communicate and talk and answer any questions I have?
Sure.
All right. You know, I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off here. Did you provide people access to be able to vote in the election who should not have been able to?
Nope.
You did not.
Nope.
All right. Then I'm gonna ask a further clarifying question here. On July 17th, Joe Ferrero voted in the BCSO captain election. Were you aware of that?
Yep.
Yep.
How were you aware of that?
Well done with what?
vote.
And you did not
He's just in the, like, right
provide
here,
him with the
just in right
ability to do
here.
so?
Moose Maple. One shoulder because you have the angel of the shoulder, and then both you stand over the other shoulder because you have the devil.
Okay.
And then,
Massage my shoulders.
I'm not
I
touching
don't.
you.
I don't.
I
care
got
what
you.
Poseidon
I got
does,
you,
He's not even
Dad.
meant to be here, but he is. So.
How's that? Huh?
It's a very big round, but it's very insulated, so I really speak top of your voice, very loud. Shout, Ducky.
It's good to see you,
Hello.
Moose. I hope fighting bears in the Alaskan wilderness has been going well.
I ripped 3 heads off at once the other day and started swinging them around. I tied up like a bull whip.
That's my boy.
I am speaking up. I had him. I
Big
used
Ron.
their little spine together like a bull whip, and I threw another one, and it tripped him because it was a polar bear and it was on on 2 legs. It was awesome, and then I started getting tired.
All right, God bless. I gotta think like this shit. Oh, that's so much things here. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Fasting?
Get your crotch out of my face, Boots.
Frosting, are you ready?
Restin?
Frosting?
Restin, are you ready?
Rustin?
I think this is what my kids refer to as doom
Rustin had a
scrolling.
lot to say about me in a group chat. Now he doesn't want to talk to me. That is.
We can talk about
not
that later,
cool.
please. Rostin, you ready?
Rustin?
Yeah, I'm
Rostin?
Cooper?
Yes.
I'm
Astrid?
ready. Sorry, I'm sick.
Yes.
Candy? Reese?
Yes.
Bosch?
Uh-huh.
Larson? Yeah. Bundy?
Yep.
And Hawkins, are you ready? We're all ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, everybody that's got a stake in it has been checked if they're ready or not. Sorry for that, you just.
If we start, didn't get asked.
Yeah, well, screw me, I guess.
He's an observer.
I like you for that. You just don't need to be here. It's just,
I'm scared.
don't need to
Just
be
in
here.
case something goes haywire.
Okay. Bob's on the way, but he's got to be late. Hard to stop without him. Okay. Start at 12 hours 27 minutes. Running late. Oppenheimer explaining the. Okay. Just for the sake of the room, there is a process, so we all know what's going down. I'm going to just go over the accusation, what happened, blah blah blah. Breeze will then be given the floor to talk his side, his explanation, his thought process, any of the original accusations, which will then turn into the panel. So the sitting people in this room will be given the floor to ask questions of Breeze, and after the questioning portion, we can have a nice closing. Breeze wants to, he usually provide a statement about the entire thing. Maybe if he's got character statements, some people, I don't know, blah, 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 nice tight 60 to 90 minutes, okay? Any questions about the process?
Nope.
Okay. Boss, you paying attention? Or you just
Yeah.
your phone? You just
Yeah.
takes.
I'm texting Hardcastle to see if we're cool.
You did provide him.
I've elected to ignore that for the time being.
Smart. Okay.
I'm gonna let you sweat for a bit.
Alright, everybody, sharp. In case you are completely missing on a tropical island of the last couple of months, What happened is we were hosting a BCSR election for the current position that is vacant of captain. He's probably the head of the station. And in the second stage of this election, it was an internal vote that was the three finalists, Breeze, Mars Danger, and Ethan Tarot. The people who are given the ability to vote were those with the BCSR rod and the MDW, some members of the BCSR, and the police high command. Now, during this election process, which was being hosted by me, secondly, everybody, I was hosting it, there were accusations of election tampering after it had come out that the Breeze had given top people the BCSR rod who are not members of the BCSR, so they would have the ability to vote. Okay, there's the accusation on the fly. Is that he did this? While Breeze was being investigated by the FIB and the DA, there was interrogation. He was read his rights. Because there was possible accusations for government corruption. What do they want to call it? Election fraud / blackmail. There was a whole bunch of charges they were throwing around. Breeze stated that what was it that he stated? On that. Let me get the quote. Does anyone got the quote? Where's the quote? I got it somewhere here in this report. Where's the quote of what he said? Basically, I'm just, Breeze, you can correct me now because I don't want to misquote you, but the sentiment of your quote while you were in the interrogation was that you did not know that McTavish had transferred out of the BCSR, and you gave him the rise so he could vote, and then you gave Joe Ferraro the ability to vote because he was the previous sheriff and should have been grandfathered in. Is it correct, Breeze, or is around what you're saying?
Sorta. I think I basically, to paraphrase, because I don't even remember one for one what I said, but I basically, the paraphrasing is, I said, for the Joe thing, it was a misunderstanding because I was under the impression he was supposed to be grandfathered in, and then for McTavish, I said that I don't think I necessarily said this, but I was aware that he wanted to transfer, not that he was already transferred and approved.
Okay. While the statements were collected from McTavish, it was revealed to be inconsistent with your statement, and there was also proof provided that you were informed about the McTavish thing days before by another member of the BCSR command. There was the accusations of a misuse of power from a lieutenant. Obviously, we had the investigation with the FIB and the DA's office where there was probable cause you read your rates, and the accusation was you lied while you were being investigated for criminal stuff. And then the final thing to address, where is it? Am I missing anything? What am I missing? There was one other thing. It's kind of like MDW corruption with abuse of power and station, of misusing your role of a lieutenant to, miss with the election, that kind of stuff, so.
Yeah.
You ever be happy with the opening, Breeze? Do you want to, just...
Yeah, so I don't know about the lying thing. That doesn't make any sense to me, but basically, there was the vote, and the vote, the internal departmental vote, that is just using the ballot so people could fucking vote. I think the other thing to mention, I don't really remember. There was something else, but basically, I did an oopsie. As we know, I gave Joe the BCSO role. Before I even get into this, I never lied through any of this shit. I may have not been totally forthcoming through Strong Rock because I don't want to be arrested, and it's my own personal rights to be able to exercise them and not answer questions. However, I'm a cop and I want to help, so I was told to go to a bunker. I went down to the bunker. Nobody told me what was going on until it was, hey, there's election fraud, and then I was really confused. To which Strong Rock, in the interrogation, says basically says something to the effect of that I already know the rights, and I stated something like, "Oh well, I read rights to people every day. I know them." And then he never chastised me. And if I could recall, not to be an actually, I'm pretty sure it specifically states that he has to read it anyways, and he didn't. But that's besides the point. So even if somehow there's a misconception or misremembering that makes people think I lied under Cassidy, I don't even think technically I was under Cassidy. But what do I know? But anyways, I was in interrogation. Strong Rock asking me all this crazy shit, and I basically just say, "Yeah, I did that. My bad." And then basically moving through the points. So the first point was the point of contention was Joe. I gave Joe the BCSO tag. We know this. I never said I didn't. I gave it to him because I was under the misunderstanding that he was to be grandfathered in, and I think that was discussed in the first round. And I can't honestly tell you where I got the misconception, but ignoring that, I still shouldn't have done it, and I should have went to Harold to begin with before I did anything. And I think throughout this week, I've kind of reflected on that and realized, that's on me. I don't really need to point the finger at anybody other than myself with that. It was a misunderstanding. I shouldn't have acted on it because I'm a candidate in it. I don't facilitate the vote. That's on me. So I think that's where I can admit the wrongdoing of I didn't have any malicious intent. It was just I was just being a big dumb idiot, and I just happened to have a longer stick than everybody, and I could do more things, and I did it. I don't think that's a really controversial thing to say. That's why I did it. It's not I didn't do it to be malicious or anything. It's just that's how it went. And my bad. I don't know what else to say other than to tell you guys that's the first point. Yeah, I fucked up. I want to fix that, but I got to go through my other points. And even in the interrogation at the beginning, it was the first time I was even aware of this shit. I immediately told Harold that I apologized. It was a misunderstanding and explained the Joe thing. I think I also did kind of spur off to, which would be the second point, which is McTavish. I think at first I definitely was very adamant that I did nothing wrong and I didn't apologize for it. But upon further review by myself and reflection, I think fundamentally it's still the same thing. I don't have the authority to do that, even though I do in the MDW. Therefore, I shouldn't do it, and I should have went to Harold. So that's on me again. But with the McTavish thing, I think we were at Pillbox, and it was like a rat cleanup scene, and it was pretty dead, and there was like a bunch of people, and I just ran into McTavish, and he was in a highway uniform, and I was like, "Whoa, the fuck I didn't approve this. You're a shift 2 deputy. What the fuck's going on here?" And I said, "Well, this is a technicality, and I witnessed a loophole, and well, I mean, hey, did I do something wrong? 100%. But I mean, I'm a candidate in a fucking election. I'm going to exercise. I'm a mad dog. I'm going to exercise every fucking way I can to win the fucking election because I want to fucking win. God forbid a candidate in an election wants to fucking win. So I saw a loophole in front of me, and I did it. So I talked to McTavish and said, well, technically, you aren't transferred. You're still a deputy, and you were a part of this entire process. Go vote. I never once said, go vote or I'm going to fire you or I'll shoot you or any fucking crazy, coercing, threatening thing. But I did say things under the effect of like, oh, well, it's just a shame you're gone. And I was really sad. And I mean, if that's incriminating, then I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid. But I didn't tell him you
Is
need
Breeze
to go vote for me or
throwing?
fired or anything crazy like that. And I think that's what people believe, which is whatever, stupid. But anyways, so the McTavish thing, that's for that. In my eyes, he was still a deputy in the BCSO, therefore he was permitted to vote. He didn't have the tag. I gave him the tag so he could vote under a technicality. Obviously, I think that, like Harold said, a command member notified me, but didn't notify the department at all. Actually, there was no other sort of information passed. The only thing that I saw was a text message at 2 in the morning, and I don't remember exactly what it said, but it said something like to the effect of like, oh, well, he's interested in the troopers or something like that, blah, blah, blah. And all I responded in all caps was, what? And then I totally forgot I even got that text message and never responded anything further and didn't even read it, I think. And safe to say in this interaction, I totally forgot that it even happened. So I was under the assumption it never happened. So that is all, again, kind of, I guess, in the base, still my fault, but that's kind of where I came from for that. So yeah, I exercised a technicality for McTavish, and then turns out in the end it actually wasn't a technicality, and I was just being stupid. And then the first thing was a genuine misunderstanding, which I still did something I shouldn't. And then I think the third thing was like somebody was saying that I was going around trying to coerce a lot of people to vote or something like that, which is dumb because I can say I can have an opinion and say what I want. And if anybody's gonna say that I can't do that, that's stupid. You know, if I have tons of admin assistants, and like Rowan Smith is a BCSO janitor, and if they're affiliated with the team and are around and taking part in things, I have an opinion that they should be able to vote. Now, I'm not the officiator. You know, Harold's running the election. It's up to him, and he didn't permit them to vote, so I never, you know, told them to go vote and let them go vote. None of them have. I just voiced my opinion to them. That's not a crime. That's not misconduct. That's my opinion. And I think it's been portrayed that I'm doing some crazy fucking scheme, talking to people like admin assistants and dispatchers that they can go vote, and I'm going to find a way for them to vote, which in the end is still my opinion. And and I'm not going to say my bad. I think that's stupid because I don't understand how that's a point. And then also, I think the last thing is the lying under Cassidy. I think I already addressed that. Am I missing anything else? I don't think I'm missing anything.
I can answer your Cassidy question.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, Strong Rock tried to read your rights. You said you didn't need them read. You understand them because you read them multiple times to other people.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I think it specifically states you still have to read it. I just social engineered the director of the FIB.
But Breeze, is it your opinion as a law enforcement officer that someone affirmatively acknowledging their Cassidy rights isn't good enough?
No, I think that's stupid, but I mean, the only way to change things is beating the fuck out of loopholes, and then the DOJ has to react because they're reactive, not proactive. So
the DOJ has reacted and has stated if someone asks for a bench trial, that means they understand their rights. We don't even have to read their rights anymore. That's acknowledging you.
God damn it!
Well, no, but the point of it is like if you invoke your right to your a bench trial, the Department of Justice clarifies that this is you are automatically understanding your rights to the rights of the accused, and because you've already brought them up. But he didn't do that. That's not what happened here.
No, he just said he understood them and didn't need them. But we can move on if you want to use technicalities to get out of what you did. That's fine.
Well,
I just want honesty.
Well, I am being honest since I just told you my opinion, and I'm not trying to get out of it. I'm explaining to you why things happened, and I'm taking accountability and saying, yeah, my bad. Shouldn't have did it. I don't think there's much else to say.
I have questions. If you're done, are we at the question part, Harold?
Yeah, I think I touched on everything. Unless just ask the questions, and I'll just fucking tell you whatever you need to hear.
Well, Harold's moderating. I don't want to step over his.
I forgot something.
The Kirsty thing you were wondering about, Breeze, was that not what you exactly said about McTavish? Was it about what you and Washington just talked about? Is it?
That confused me.
Find a way to VD in this whole room in this. Just land the helicopter on the roof and set us all on fire, please. Please.
Like, covered property. Is that in regards to what just happened, a person in the rights thing? Or is that about the the statement you said on the Cassidy that you are being accused of lying?
Well, no, somebody said I lied under Cassidy, and I was adding the fact that technically I don't think I was even Cassidized, but I also don't think I lied.
Well, it's a top-rank thing. The accused lie is about the McTavish thing.
Okay, what's the lie? What am I accused of lying about? I don't remember if you said it. I'm sorry if you did. I totally forget.
Let me find the statement.
I thought I was pretty forthcoming through everything.
While Harold finds the statement, my question was, did you watch a YouTube video on how to tie that tie, or did you just think you remembered how to do it and did it yourself?
That's fucked up. I tied that before this, and I said he's my number one guy.
Yeah,
okay. All right, that answers the question.
Doesn't have a father figure.
I thought Jehoshaphat had.
Well, my father figure was Joe and Harold, and Joe left
stop
me for
touching
dead,
my ass.
Harold's kind of like in this panel, so I didn't feel like it was appropriate to ask.
You did.
It's
You,
fine, Moose.
you,
Just leave it go. I like it the way it is.
you did.
I'm
You did a
like
good job, Moose.
military dead at the moment. You know,
It's a
very angry,
three-quarter
you know.
Windsor because it's not all the way tied because I can't figure that out.
What is a whimser?
It's why a lot of people describe griefs days.
Windsor.
They just say you guys are farmers. I don't get that.
Nah, they whimsical. Someone asked
Next
about these
question.
quads. Who's got the interrogation, the listening time? Bundy, you're done it, aren't you? You know, it's the
I didn't get to finish listening to it. I believe Veronica and Hardcastle were going through it.
I'm just gonna go to the crop shake.
Can I push something out? By the way, I was gonna also say this. I think that the accused should at least have the ability to face the accuser, and whatever unnamed government agency that's trying to accuse me of this shit and push this narrative, I have yet to even interface with. I think this is kind of crazy. Strong Rock is a puppet in all this. He literally said that in my interrogation. Well, not that he was a puppet.
Believe the feds?
Like, what the fuck is this?
The evidence was provided. You know, I mean, we just are not contesting that he gave the Raj.
Yeah, I know.
I just think that's like, what the heck? This is. I don't know. Would like to talk to these people because I would like to understand.
I would like to understand why they were looking into it, but unfortunately,
okay, well, I mean, I don't
know.
My opinion's out there. We move on. Okay. Next question. But
yeah, I got a question.
Okay.
So we've talked about, you know, you did it, my bed, you know, and all this. Something you slipped up on, Breeze, was you were talking about Cooper earlier, talking about you on a group chat.
Yes.
You have access to the high command group chat when you're not a part of it, and have seen conversations inside of it without coming forward about it.
What?
So could you explain that?
That's not true at all, actually. I don't have access to it, and I also did give it to a high command member and notify them. Astrid,
what did you notify?
I
why did you
texted
notify
her the
Astrid?
photo. And texted her the photos. And
I'm so sorry. This is a grown fucking man, and we're really sitting across the table, and Toodles being like, "You actually had access to a group chat. You're in trouble." Like, what the fuck are we talking about right now?
Boss, what we're talking about is the high command group chat, which is the internal communication, which is the same as an email run.
Policy and shit.
It's where we're talking about policy, people, and schedule on this, and people's opinions about this matter. And we have a lieutenant who has been given access to it without the permission to go
Okay, hold on.
You have zero expectation of privacy on that.
Hold on.
It's your dodge, your
hold on. I don't care. You can ask me anything. I'll tell you everything. I don't care. First off, this is a good thing because I found them all. You're welcome.
Wait, did a lawyer just say that we don't have expectation of privacy in text messages? I'm including that in my next subpoena.
Yeah, I'm going to use it as my probable cause for subpoena. Thank you for that.
No, because I'm going to look over your shoulder and see your fucking text messages.
So basically, I don't know how it got out, but people were like, they already knew a lot of this shit somehow. So I think somebody leaked, but somebody leaked this shit, and then I got a document shared to me. 2 parts. It was 2 photos of the chat, and I sent it to Astrid from a CBC member, Alejandro Hernandez. I don't know whose phone he has, and I've been trying to figure that out. But he sent me these photos to you, like, to weaponize, I guess. And I guess I kind of did, because I did say, you know, Twilight was mean to me and it hurt my feelings. But that was more of like a hee-haw. This still is pretty bad, but I don't have consistent access to it. I didn't pry to have access to confidential information for you guys, so like, don't even entertain that angle. That's stupid. I was just sent it, and then I provided to you guys, notifying you, hey, I found this. This is this is a stolen phone, and then I figured out who actually is in possession of it allegedly. I think it's Alejandro.
Gave Joe the BCSO role so that he could vote in an election.
I told Asher that I would try to find out more information, and I've been cooperative throughout all of it. So the high command leaking bullshit, I don't think is that crazy, unless I'm missing something here, and I somehow did something the IA is upset about again too or something. I don't know, but I don't really think that is I didn't even expect that to be a problem. I thought that was a good thing.
Should this is truck?
I mean, yeah, I'll let you know everything it is. It's the same deal that me and Wilson, the possible command leak report from May 10th. It's the same deal as this. It's
That
all 100.
continuation?
Yeah, it's the same.
Do we have the screenshot still?
Yep. It's if you go look in a report, it's possible command leak May 10th. It's a continuation from that. I've been trying to figure out who it is. I'm going through my list of people who it could be and telling them to tell me what they have people saved as. It's a lengthy process because the people are people that I see once every 10 months.
So did I do something bad with that?
Hold on. Right now, the list of people it could be is Woods, Wilson, Faraday, Bob, Stronger, Carcastle, and Malaki. That's the only list of possible names it could currently be.
Stronger.
And you mean by me?
Yeah.
How would it be me?
Well, I'm just saying on the basicality of the names that are popped up in group
Can't
chat.
you guys just change your pins and move on?
that are kinda
I'll
clear.
figure this out. I got this.
Moose,
I
just
got a
call
call
C-
Alejandro on ace
Yeah,
king.
call CBC and say you'll pay him $5K
No, I'm
for the
gonna
phone.
figure this out right now.
It'll work.
Hardcastle, check your phone.
What about it?
Just
No,
look
I didn't
at-
do it.
Just look at how they have the
All right,
contacts.
it's not
Okay, do it. Okay, where? Yeah, where? Where's
look
the
at-
documentation of this one though? Like
I don't
the
see
screenshots for this new one, because it's just the old one here.
Should be just 2, I think. That was all it was given, I think. You could just look at how people have the contacts and then compare that to people's contacts and who also is in a green bubble and should be
Yeah,
able
we're
to
trying to
figure out
see
pretty
the
quick.
images for the actual text message change that were just provided. I can find the old ones. We're trying to find the new ones. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
The ones you provided to Acid.
Oh, so there's old ones and I provided new ones? My bad.
Well, it's good. We can find out where the leak's coming from or whose phone is taken.
What the hell did you do to your hair?
Add them now.
Bob, he hit a hit. You have to test far away.
Looking good, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
That's Bob?
Yeah, that's
He hit a hit
Bob.
there, y'all.
It's
Hair
in the
just looks a
same
little
report
cleaner
now.
Who the fuck is that?
That person has 3 stars on their collar, not 4. I don't trust this. Pat him down.
Why'd you pat down Bob?
Yeah, that's...
Because they're not saying anything. They just walked into this room.
Bob doesn't really talk a lot, to be fair.
Who are you?
Pretty...
It's all right, Bob.
Yeah.
Just waking up.
Oh,
Hockey?
you can blip watch and identify who
Yeah,
it is.
I'm blip watching. I don't know who
Fine.
that is.
Do we have any other questions?
Got 2 seconds to get out of here. I'm firing you from this department.
Is an assassin out to kill me?
Who is it?
Good, Bob.
Oh, they clock off?
Fuck out, Sloan, before I fire you. Get out of here. Not fucking around.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Oh my god. No, that's worth
What
it.
the hell? This
Yeah,
assassin
fair.
just attacked my advocate.
Sloan, I'm not kidding. Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Okay.
The IAA?
We like to take it, like, like a little 5-minute recess, for everybody sidebar, do you want to talk the other wrong, because you got, I don't know, does anyone have other questions, because if not, then we have sidebar into
I have a question.
the statements that Breeze wants to talk. Yes, Breeze?
My question is, maybe just take this into your side. Can you guys let me know, like, I know you already did, but like, your questions be based on whatever you guys think I did that was horrible. That I'm
Sorry, Sloan gave
so
you
that
one.
I
You
can
get
just
one.
talk to you guys about this because I'm more than willing to talk about this. I think I proved that. I just want to.
Well, it's pretty
Look,
simple.
I
The
wanna
big thing
still-
is your as a lieutenant to be sure is your abilities on the MDW to provide people that were not a part of the pool to engage in the election, which could be yours in your favor.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That's my question. Did I win? Can't remember what you guys said. Did I? So did I win with the votes or without? Like, would I win both?
Without the votes, you would have won by one.
Okay. Is there any particular reason why we couldn't just remove the 2 controversial votes and just move on?
Because the controversial votes led to, probable cause being found in the air for criminal charges against you, and you as an on-duty lieutenant getting suspended, which could result in your demotion and firing. So why would we
beat those
appoint you the
charges.
captain?
I have a question.
I have
Aki.
Is it really criminal felonious charges for an internal voting of a rank within a government agency, which you guys could probably talk with it like you are now talking about? Is that really
There was an
criminal
investigation.
charges?
Or
Was an
criminal charges being
investigation for
pressed at
criminal
this time.
charges by the FIB and the DA's office.
I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
So, would it be controversial to do what you did and suspend me indefinitely pending the investigation's results? And if they were to press charges, and the results of whatever verdict a judge finds is with that, and then dictate from that?
Nah, because it gives the power to the DRG and to quote the DA's office, if the DRG, because they want this to be set in-house by Petty's High Command, rather than putting the responsibility in the hands of this external, system, the DRG.
Okay, that's fair. My next question is then, are you concerned that regardless of your verdict, whether you terminate me, put me to a firing squad, whatever the fuck you guys come up with, and the DOJ is not pleased, they just pursue charges anyways?
I don't think you get any charges.
Well, I didn't think so either, but I would probably just win. But I'm just saying, is that a concern? Because I
The
feel like
least communication from the DA's office and the FIB's office was they requested we handle it entirely, which is what this panel is, and they said that they do not want this to go before the court of public opinion and push charges.
Okay,
They said
so
there is no probable cause, and they could, but they did request we do this instead.
okay, so there's no concern that they're going to go back on their word.
No.
Okay. And I think I know the answer to this, but just for clarity's sake, none of the conduct within this panel is going to be used against me criminally, correct?
No, you've not been with your reach, and
Okay, just
you're
making
not
sure.
detained. This is an internal investigation, which is why I
Okay.
said for sure, does not need to be here.
Yeah, well, he's just like my security.
In fairness,
blanket.
this is almost like a tribunal in some colloquially, I guess.
Yeah,
it's almost like a tribunal.
It is a tribunal, but it's not.
So do you want us to step out so you can sidebar?
I have a-
or
I have a
what do you want?
question.
I have like 3 questions before we move on to the I don't know, woe is me papers or whatever that we're gonna be read.
Yeah, where the Washington facing, and we got Bundy to interrupt.
Did you tell McTavish you wouldn't approve his transfer until after he voted?
Definitely don't think I said that.
Oh, Dennis just got it.
Your exact words in the interrogation was, "Go vote, and then I'll approve your transfer."
Yeah, go vote. I didn't say go vote for me. Just want him to go vote.
I just
He
asked a
could've voted
question.
for
You said you
anybody.
didn't say that, and then
But you said
I'll say.
that. Did I tell him to go vote for me and I'll approve the?
I said, "Go vote, and then I'll approve your transfer." Did you
That
tell
is
him you would
not
approve his transfer
That
if
is
he
not
voted?
what you said. You said
you
that if
definitely
you go
said-
ask him specifically to vote for him, you didn't.
I know.
ask
I
in
did
general.
not. No, I did not ask. I literally asked, "Did you
didn't.
tell him to go vote, and then he would approve his transfer?" I did not say go vote for him.
She
I
didn't.
think he might have misunderstood the
I-
question then. So
Are you asking me if I held his transfer over his head and coerced him, intimidate him to vote for me? Is that what you're asking me? Because I didn't do that.
I'm asking.
Just speak plainly, because this is confusing me.
Well, because you gave a little different story when you told your story, and so I'm just trying to compare what you have to say now versus what we have you
Yeah,
telling
'cause
us
I'm
on
more
tape. Because
forthcoming-
because one of the concerns we have in the panel, or I have, is dishonesty. That you should be honest from the start.
I mean, is it Is it crazy to think that if I'm ambushed by the FIB saying they're going to charge me for corruption and everything under the sun, that I don't want to necessarily fully cooperate with them because I think they're crazy and they're going to overreach and they already hate me and they're biased. So
That's when you exercise your right to remain silent and not.
I mean, I didn't. I
Oh.
wanted a lawyer, and a lawyer wasn't available. And then under the good graces, I was okay still entertaining it. But sure,
It's just like what we tell criminals every day. You don't have to talk to us, but if you choose to, we can use that against you. And not that I'm trying to use this against you, but I'm concerned that you told him one thing
Mike
and then
literally said that you're comparing it. You are using it against.
Can I finish my sentence before you interrupt me, please? Thank you. My concern is that you came in here saying you're going to be honest, but what you told us is still, you claimed you told Stronglock one thing, but that's not the truth. And so I'm trying to find out the truth of what you said and what actually happened.
okay, can you just ask your question?
Because you asked a question about, are you accusing me of lying? That you didn't lie to Strongrock.
Okay, I'm going to point out here that Breeze does not have access to, at least as far as I'm concerned, does not have access to recorded transcripts of the conversation that happened. We all are aware as investigators.
I don't want that shit. I'm not watching it.
Memory is okay, but either way,
which is
memory
my
is
point.
fallible.
I'm trying to find out the truth, not what story he's going to
believe-
tell today, but I want to just know the truth, period.
Okay. I believe the question that Veronica initially had for you right here was asking whether or not you told McTavish that he needed to vote at all for anyone before you would approve his transfer. Is that correct? Is that what you're asking? Because he's answering thinking that you're asking if he told McTavish that he had to vote for him to approve the transfer. But you're asking generally vote generally.
Yes, that's what I asked him.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to clarify
but that doesn't match up with the story you told us. When you're telling us your version of the story, you kind of left that part out.
No, I didn't. Pretty sure I specifically said I made vague, oh, it'd be a shame if you went and voted, and that was like hee haw. But I don't remember the exact one for one what I said. I don't even remember half of this interaction. But that's what happened.
If you don't remember, then
I don't really remember, so I don't want to.
All that matters is he's saying he didn't intentionally
all I can confidently say, honestly, without
just said vote.
Just misremembering, is just I told him to go vote. I definitely did that. I made up tons of jokes, but I don't remember what I said. But it was definitely a very lighthearted conversation, and at no point did I hold shit over his head or intimidate him termination and crazy shit for him to vote for me or anything crazy like that. Does that help? I don't. I'm trying here.
That's fine.
Bundy.
Yeah. My question's actually about the Joe thing. You kept using this word miscommunication, or misunderstanding. Where did you get the understanding that Joe was supposed to be grandfathered in? Where
Sloan,
did
Sloan, you can't keep coming in like this.
Sloan? I swear to fucking God, Sloan, we said to get the fuck out of here.
Sloan, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, that's Bob.
That's Bob.
That's
Oh.
Bob.
Fuck, it's Bob.
Sorry,
Oh,
Bob.
fuck.
Don't worry.
Hey, Bob.
We'll tell you.
Yeah, I had to deal with some stuff.
What?
Okay, has this been started already? Are we?
Yeah, we've been going for 40 minutes, Bob. I'm in the middle
Okay.
of asking a question, actually.
Sorry, people are whispering over there. I just trying to figure out what the hell's going
All
on.
right. So yeah. So Breeze. My question is, you kept using the word miscommunication, misunderstanding. Where did you get the understanding that Joe was supposed to be grandfathered into this? Where'd that come from?
There's a lot of things. For starters, he was a part of quite literally every county command group chat and all this shit. I think it's not. I don't recall who said it, but I believe it might have been around one. The rules were changing every fucking day or every week at least. So I think in round one, I think the misunderstanding was in round one, somebody had mentioned the idea or something, or I don't really remember, to be honest. But at some point, somebody said that Joe should be grandfathered in, and his vote would be worth a metric shit ton or whatever. And I think that was more in regards to round one. Now that I'm looking back, but I thought that he was to be grandfathered in the second round, too, and that's why I let him vote. But does that answer your question? I don't know if I really did a good job with that answer.
No, but it tells me you don't know the answer to my question, which is kind of an answer in and of itself.
Yeah, I don't really remember to really give you a clear answer. I'm sorry, I don't. Just was under the impression that he could vote. Or was to be grandfathered in, I should say. But I mean, regardless, like I said, it doesn't matter. Even if he was, I shouldn't have been the person to facilitate that, and I admit that. That's where I fucked up.
Okay. The one other question that I had, do you review like onboarding and offboarding for your department?
Not really. Depends.
Okay.
I put shit in there, like I'll put onboarding stuff, but I don't really do that shit.
Okay, because you made a comment
Unless I'm
about
told
the
to look at it.
you made a comment about the McTavish thing where you said like the department as a whole wasn't notified or something along those lines. What exactly was your expectation as to the department as a whole being notified about
Well,
McTavish's transfer?
Yeah, so usually the expectation, at least, I mean, I could be wrong, but at least my expectation is that, especially somebody of what would be the word, rapport, I guess, like McTavish, leaving the department, even like when Joe left, you know, people discussed it, put whatever, they approved it. Yeah, basically the nitty details of it, usually put it in our county command group chat at least. Just notifying other commands so that if they're, you know, ask questions about it, like who approved, blah, 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 like it's just a communication thing. But that didn't happen. So, yeah.
Okay, so like a message in the county group chat. That's the bullet point. That's what you're
probably
looking
the
for.
bare minimum
Okay.
of, hey guys, I approve this. They're doing this, and then everybody goes, no, or sends funny gifts. No.
Okay. No, that's all I got. Those were my questions.
You still need your sidebar or got more questions?
Anyone got any other questions? Bobby, any questions for Breeze?
I mean, I assume I probably missed a majority of the ones that were asked. Was the one about the deputy who was quote unquote allegedly threatened? Was that already addressed?
Yeah.
Or there
Multiple times.
Multiple times. Okay. So we're not unpacking stuff because I'm sure I'll probably talk to these members of high command staff here momentarily. But I guess, were you asked why? Like why you did it?
Did I answer that, or did somebody ask me that? I forget.
You kind of did in your opening, speak of,
I mean,
just
I don't want to waste.
win.
We've been here for a while. I can do it again if you want.
Okay, no, that's all right. If that was addressed, then we can move on. Because I don't want to rehash what's been asked already. As long as everyone here has been satisfied with their questions that they may have prepared.
All right. Why don't we take a 10, a 15? You can talk amongst and like I said, you provide if one of these statements, that you've got from other people. I know Carter had lately. Do you have cars lately? I don't know if you got cars lately. And then, if you want to see anything to the wrong, just a clause here. We got a shot bar, and then,
is this a closer?
Unspeakable through the fucking airport?
Yeah.
Well, so I have a
my
full panel
God.
here.
After the 10 minutes, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's
Should
after
we-
the 10 minutes.
Oh, after the 10. Okay, so
Yeah.
sorry. Do you need me
What
to
the
the room then?
fuck is happening down
If you
here?
wanted the shot off, you
Oh,
can.
yeah. Breeze,
Or
was
one
that
of these.
Moose Maple? Is that who I saw in here?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
Moose.
that's I had,
That was
I
Shop's
had
advocate.
I had the Maple duo to be my advocates.
Was
I
Moose
felt
Maple?
like
Moose Maple was your advocate?
I have a question for
Yeah, well,
Candy.
I mean,
Can I ask
I
Candy a
felt like-
question?
Can I answer Bob first?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No, I felt like Moose was the best advocate because he's so accustomed to everybody witch hunting and dogpiling him that he might be empathetic to my position and be a good advocate to keep me on the
Because
straight
he's been
line.
in front of a high command panel review before. You felt like he might be the best advocate for yourself as well.
Yeah, that would be the professional way to put it.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I have a follow-up question from that. Is that what you see High Command doing right now? Witch hunting and
Sorta.
dogpiling?
I think none of you came to talk to me individually other than Astrid and Harold. So yeah, actually, I think I understand I was to be suspended, internal investigation, blah blah blah. But I expected a little more of like I get it's a lot of controversial points, but I don't know. I guess I felt like I earned at least a little bit more, but who knows? I could be wrong. I'm wrong about a lot of things.
Did the FIB not contact you regarding this investigation?
Yeah, they ambushed me in a bunker.
Okay.
Thank you.
What does that mean?
Well, that was for my criminal investigation. It had nothing to do with internal, but I guess they dished it to internal because they went, oh, well, there's probable cause, but we want you to hand this internally. I think they chickened out. But there's not, I don't know. It's confusing.
What part about us asking you currently what you did and what led to it is witch hunting and dogpiling? What part of this do you see as that?
I mean, I notoriously have the vast majority of command, and honestly, high command at this point, probably that are already not in favor of me having any sort of position in any sort of department. So I'm kind of accustomed to.
Is that your opinion, or is that
what part of this panel are you seeing as witch hunting and dogpiling? Was the question?
This panel? Well,
Yes,
like I said,
because you said that this was a witch hunt.
I
and
felt
a
like there
dogpile.
could have been more dialogue to occur than this giant forum of let's go around a table and make a spectacle out of this. I mean, I guess it's a big thing. We got to do this, but I don't know. It just
Is us not questioning you today, us giving you the opportunity?
yeah, but you
to
took
speak?
so much time. You guys probably sat around sniffing each other's farts that you guys.
Okay,
You want us just to fire you?
You were not.
You want us just to fire
we were
you,
told
Breeze?
that
We
you
can
were
do that
not
too.
available until today,
Well,
so
I don't want to be fired. You're asking for my opinion.
That's why you're here for this.
Let's hold our conversation we're about to have for that 15-minute before this starts to degenerate, please.
I'm sorry if I came off abrasive. That's my bad. Okay.
All right.
Any more questions? Can I leave or go to whatever room?
I think we're done here.
Yeah.
Where do I go here?
Hang out in the hallway.
Hey Bob, when did Sloan transfer to the troopers?
Speak up.
When did Sloan transfer to the troopers?
Why are you asking me? Aren't you like the head of my
didn't know
department?
about any of that.
Okay, well, if you don't know, then I don't fucking know.
I don't fucking know.
You pulling a Breeze and you don't know when people transfer, Cooper?
No, I genuinely didn't know about Sloan. I'll have to check. I didn't think Meyer or myself.
I think Sloan's just off her
Exactly.
rocker right now.
Yeah, I think she's just doing some shit.
Doing Sloan stuff.
Sloan bid.
All right, has everyone looked at this
Sloan bid.
report though? While we wait for Harold to get back in here, this staff leak.
Oh,
87842.
Yeah, I seen it. Changed it. Yeah.
Okay, whose is it? There's two new things in there. Who has Meyer as Captain Meyer? Then if we know who it is, if we know whose phone it is, then we can figure it out. It's.
I do not.
I do not. I have her
I
as
got
Stephanie,
Meyer as
Twilight, and
Stephanie.
Meyer.
Mine's Twilight.
Bob, how do you have Twilight saved in your phone? What's her contact name?
Good. Meyer.
Okay.
Just Meyer?
That rules out Bob. I don't think anybody's doing this maliciously. I think it's just some technological
I think someone has
incompetence
their phone.
combined
Someone
with
has a copy of someone's phone.
Yeah, so we're just trying to find out who, so we can at least
Yeah,
get
I
their
have
phone situated.
Captain Meyer. I mean, I reset my password. I thought like resetting that shit was like
Oh,
everyone.
Set a
Did I
new
say it's
one.
Captain Maya?
Set a new one, not just
Yeah.
reset.
Well, okay. Yeah, Captain
You have-
Meyer. is
and you
how
have
I
Cooper
mine.
as
What do you
Cooper?
have Cooper saved as?
They have Cooper as Cooper.
Yeah.
Guys, we found the
Bundy
phone.
as Bundy?
Oh, we found it. Well,
Guys, we found the
I
phone.
thought it was.
Bob, you're the leak.
Bob, you were the leak the whole
You're the
time?
leak.
Oh my
you ever
god.
had your phone stolen?
Bob's the leak.
Wait, maybe. I did get a new
Bob.
phone recently.
Was
Oh,
this that one
no.
time we got held up by CBC right outside the trooper?
Oh, it's when Mr. H
It
shot
must be
you.
because Alejandro is part of CBC.
Wait, this is that time. Was this the time you got shot and then? Oh, I remember this.
Ludo's been doing this.
Wait. No, because I don't think I got robbed. I think I just threw my old phone out.
No, it's
Oh,
they
it's
robbed us.
Oh, my heart.
They robbed us. They put a note on us.
Hardcastle, how the fuck are you surprised about this? This is the same guy who couldn't catch a fucking 15-year-old selling coke.
Hey, that wasn't on me, okay? You can blame
That was on
Dante
Dante.
Wolf for that shit, all right? He fucked up the whole op.
Hey, Dante.
Well, we know who the leak is.
They talk about the 15-year-old incident and not when I put 3 gangs in the 9s all consecutively in the same week.
Well, you're not gonna believe it, but when your absence, Dante Wolf came back.
And Dante was around.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, well, Bob, set a new password.
I did, right?
Okay.
Sorry,
New
guys.
one, right?
Sorry,
Again,
guys.
another one,
I think
yeah.
I leaked everything.
And not 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shall we get on trick? You know, should we?
So something Breeze mentioned at the end was there were no messages in the group chat about him transferring. There were messages in there 2 days before he gave Breeze roles, and Breeze acknowledged that. Or McTavish announced he was transferring, and then he left the group chat.
Is him not having highway tags and him wearing a highway uniform not enough indication that someone has transferred? Why does that?
Well, this
why
is
does it matter if he was
Breeze's
notified
spin.
or not?
Exactly.
Either way.
Well, the
either way,
Breeze
he went
argument
out of
is
his way
it,
to change his tags.
Yeah, sure. The Breeze argument is for some of the transfer to another department, coming from both agencies need to approve it, right? And Breeze's argument is nobody from the BCSR side did approve it, and that's why he moved them back. And the Breeze just try to, the Breeze spin is trying to see that,
But that's worse, isn't it? Because if
he was basically
he
coercing him,
approved
like
it-
he approved it, but also he's like, do your vote first, and then I'll approve it.
Right. but if
It's
they didn't
pretty
approve
bad.
it, would that mean that officer didn't have a job ultimately? Because if they have now
It
cases
was
in
approved,
different
just not.
departments-
Yeah, it was approved.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
it
a
was
technicality. It was a problem from the highway patrol, and there was a problem from a BCSR lieutenant in the way of terror. But Marshal Breeze was of the opinion that nobody on the BCSR side had approved it.
Right.
He
So
said
if
he
I'm
encountered
transferring-
McTavish wearing a trooper uniform and recognized a loophole.
Yeah, that is what he said.
Is what he
during his
missed. So
opening.
believed
Yeah.
he'd done nothing wrong. Originally believed he'd done nothing wrong. He encountered McTavish wearing a trooper uniform and recognized a loophole, and then acknowledged, "Did I do something wrong?" 100%. He explained during that he was a.
I'm so sorry about that.
Might be a bad time, Slaughter.
Where's the fucking roof?
It's on top of the
explained
building.
that he was a candidate in an election, so of course he wanted to win. So he was doing what would help win. Then once changed, so used the loophole to change the department for McTavish and used words to the effect of "You're a deputy, go vote,"
There's a lot already,
and then I'll
like,
approve your
wrong
transfer.
with all of that from, okay, then how does that person get their job back in state after the non-approval? If there was a non-approval,
She's
they
looking for
should
the
have
roof.
never gone to state. Questions whether they're an officer or not. But also, why didn't they just approach someone and say, hey, Harold, can I do this? This is a loophole I think I found. So that's already problematic. But besides that, Deputy, was there not another
Yeah, so
member that
there was the Joe situation, which is all equally as problematic, because the statement that was provided to FIB was somebody had told me that Joe was grandfathered in. The statement today was a little bit more vague. It was more of it was my understanding, or it had been communicated to me that Joe was grandfathered in.
Who would have communicated that to him?
He does not remember. That's and now he is saying that it was possibly a confusion from the first round of voting, but the first round of voting was generally open to everyone, so that also makes no sense. Just another Breeze spin on essentially seeing a loophole, or what he perceived could have been a loophole.
Okay. Yeah, it's not good. I feel like there's probably an opportunity here for where he didn't have to double down on all this. I assume.
I haven't gotten to watch Turo's tape. What was Turo's story about what Bree said? Turo's, McTavish.
McTavish's?
Did it corroborate what Bree said, or?
Yeah, it was, one thing corroborated, it was inconsistent, and that was, my Twilight dropped it in the group chat, which then also turned into the discovering the group chat leak. Where is it? What an incomplete FIB report. It was real good if strong work. Where's this thing? I got like so many group chats.
But what I guess ultimately, what is the consequences here for this? I know the topic of removal from the police department outright has already been brought up. Is there anyone here in this room that's against that for, you know, their own particular reason?
I might surprise people with my opinion on this. I'm not necessarily for the idea of outright removal from the police department. I think he's a dumb fuck. However, I think that what he has demonstrated is more of an unfitness for leadership or command or even a supervisory rank and less of an unfitness for the police department as a whole. And frankly, I think that we've had a bunch of these panels that have had external consequences like murder and dropping helicopters on people, and we have failed to fire people for that. So if the line in the sand that we end up drawing as a high command is we fire you because you fucked up internally, but externally we kind of leave that to the DOJ, I think that's us pawning off a lot of our power. So I don't know. My stake on this is a complete and total stripping of any supervisory ranks, bars, chevrons, etc. I don't know that full removal of from the unified PD is necessary, or
I second
DPS.
that.
Yeah, I've been in the same thought process for most of the week.
I think you just strip him of everything, make him base rank deputy, and you can just go out there.
Lawson?
I think one of two things is going to happen. One, he's going to, you know, actually get out there and do it. Or two, he's clearly got a disrespect for command other than BCSO. So he doubles down and, you know, by losing rank, he goes AWOL. But I agree. I just don't think that it should be ignored, and he should be allowed to be, you know, the captain because he won without those 2 votes. But
Yeah, but he mentioned, right? You know, he's like, why didn't they just get yours? And I responded saying, because you're accused of, you know, crime and probable accusing, you know, on the way to getting demoted or punished or whatever. You know? Like, regardless of those 2 votes, there's so much bother just the principle of, oh yeah, he would have won without the votes. You know, there is a timeline where he gets to keep the win. You know?
My concern is having someone like that in leadership position, if they're willing to do something like that to benefit themselves, what's to prevent them from planting evidence on a suspect to benefit him somehow? Or to lie in a report about what happened to avoid punishment.
Yeah, actually, you raise an excellent point insofar. I'm not even going to talk about the malice of it, because the malice is almost certainly there.
Well, the malice is my front row concern. This felt very malicious and intentional, and not, oops, made a mistake doing all this. This was outright targeted at certain individuals in the department, and then it was done in a way where, quickly do this, and I'll remove the permissions or whatever, or give you back your role as a police department and SAHP very quick within, you know, an hour of you doing this.
It was within 5 minutes.
Yes, well, whatever it was. It was clearly done in a way that was meant to be, like, not found. And the only way this was even found, unfortunately, was this was a raised concern by joint efforts of the IAA. So,
I have a practical question about the voting, Harold. This second round of voting, did this occur at polling places? Like, did you have to go to a spot and, like, the same way you vote for, like, mayor and shit?
Every sheriff's department and the garage are yours, the ones at Palita City Hall, in the city hall, in the city. You know, you have to go to the computer, and if you're connected via MDW, you know, so if you hit the pieces of the police staff officer on, then you would have the ability to vote.
Was one of those polling locations the hospital, or was it just police departments?
I don't think you can vote at hospitals, no.
Okay. I was just curious because
He said they were at the hospital, didn't he?
yeah, he said they were at the hospital, and it was also a 5-minute window, which is super small. So I wasn't sure if this like all occurred at the polling place or like what. So.
Well, you could even argue in the way of the problem is if I be so bad at a job, there is campaigning within restricted areas, and technically then there are 3 of them did it.
Are you just looking at the criminal aspect of this? Is that the
Well, the criminal aspect is dropped, which you and I both know about.
Yes,
But
I'm just wondering
Breeze
what
was not a
Bundy's,
foundation. Tried to do.
angle was with this.
I mean, yeah, it's a bit from the criminal angle because the criminal angle's been dropped. However, if there was something that was still like laying on the table that came out during this, then obviously that could not be criminally used against him, but it would be another charge, which is not good, right? So
I know he's, whatever reason, displeased about how this was conducted, but there was a reason why
They
it
always
was
are.
conducted this way, and it's due to the nature of the criminality aspect.
Mhm.
And us investigating this, whether it was Highway, which had its own involvement, or Blaine County, and then we investigated it and found nothing wrong, would not go over very well with the public. So I get that he didn't like it, but he also, again, worst enemy. He did this shit to himself. It didn't have to be this way. We didn't have to involve another agency, but here we are. Well, Cooper, I think you're the only one that hasn't spoke up about this. I'm not sure if you're, like, as the kids say, farming aura or something. But can you give input on this conversation?
About what I think.
Well, everyone's gone around already and given their opinions about what the consequences of this should be thus far.
I was on the fence, but with the way he conducted himself today, where his story switched up multiple times, it didn't align with his initial interrogation, along with the fact that, what is stopping him from repeating this in a different fashion? Right, lying under custody shows that he cannot be trusted. That is my take on it. I don't think he's fit for an officer, because if I cannot trust him in an interrogation room, where am I going to trust him? And him switching his story here isn't really giving me that last bit that I needed to say, hey, sure, let him keep his
the
job.
irony that's dripping out of this moment with Bundy across the table is so funny. Holy shit.
Okay, so what? Sorry, so just space out a bit. What was your consensus?
That I'm saying fire.
You're on the fence?
No, I was on the fence, but because he kind of just switched up his story multiple times, he pushed me over the fence for firing.
Okay, so it sounds like we have 7 for removal of rank, definitely not leadership, possible removal of certifications, and 1 without counting Captain Myers' vote as firing, along with Cooper's vote for firing. Right? 2 firing, 7 for removal of rank and certs.
I didn't do anything. I didn't see anything.
Oh, you didn't say anything?
I think you got to formally put the firing thing on the table too, because I think some people are kind of like for both, right? Like I'm not strictly against firing. I'm not going to really argue against it. But I think there's probably multiple people who would fall into both camps.
I think you brought up the past as well. I'm not sure because we've had the corruption in the MDW charge. I mean, any felony is usually an outright termination from the department, right?
Yep.
That's how we view it.
100% of the time.
You brought up incidents of someone used a helicopter and whatnot. I mean, if there was criminal charges with those and people received felonies and they're still working on the department, I mean, that is a problem and that should have been addressed. But if investigation was conducted and there was no criminal charges, then it's up to the police department to figure out what to do with them. And in this case, that's what's happening here. It doesn't seem like he's catching a felony because there's no charge. I think the DA said they might want to do something for the future, so something like this happens, they can press a charge. But for now, it looks like he got away scot-free in terms of the eyes of the law. So I guess it's up to you guys to figure out what to do with them going forward. And Harold, you said you didn't say anything. I thought you did say something about integrity and all that.
No, wherever sports integrity toss sheeps to the north. I don't think I see anything about integrity.
Okay.
I mean, part of me, they just want to just fire him and remove him because, his selfishness, because it's really odd that it's not malicious, it's not, him trying to be corrupt and criminal, stop him. From where I'm sitting, it's just him being so selfish in the way that he viewed himself as the saving grace for the BCSR, the only hope, and he was willing to go so far to guarantee that victory against terror and danger that he would bend the rules. When he got caught for those bending of the rules, as he said here today, oops, my bad. It's just like, wow, yeah, oops, it was his bad. His oops was undermining the very establishment of the BCSR. The election, the deputies that showed up on dirty and voted for him, the members recommend or voted for him, voted for danger, voted for terror, he undermined all of them, it's the argument of, oh, let's just get rid of those tough fake votes. Like, it doesn't fix it, it doesn't undo what was broken. I think once an election's been tampered with in the way it was, it can't just be undone, like, what do I do now? Do I appoint terror? Because he came second. Well, Tara changed to the LSPD and he's now leaving command and he's a copper. Do I appoint danger? I got like 3 votes and, he was like, he's done his own thing. The entire thing was just ruined. It's been nice to be the boss.
Another election and go through the entire process all over again, or just not be a captain for your department? I mean, those are your choices.
I think he just has to be without a captain for at least like a couple of weeks to a month. They try to fix what was done because
That's over bad. I mean, you had the election. The person
the election was ruined.
Cheated. He rigged it.
So and the person was second abandoned the department.
Right.
And the person who's in third doesn't really want it.
Right. So then, who's the third runner-up?
Danger, but he doesn't want it.
Well, he doesn't want it.
Not really. After all these, I shared with him the other day. And he was like, yeah.
Are you sure he doesn't want it? Or just saying he doesn't want it because he didn't like that he got 3 votes and it kind of embarrassing for BCSO to appoint someone with 3 votes?
Well, I would be fine if any of them won. If there's pros and cons for all of them. Danger, he's a solid fella. He's the guy. If you want to be like, who is the perfect, supervisor for a shift? I would say it's Danger. He's very good on the field and off the field. Him being the captain, isn't this big negative. It's just, regardless of how many votes he got, if he got 10, if he got second place, it's just the election is broken. That's what I'm saying.
See, the whole thing is screwed because of what Breeze did.
And then Tara is your response.
I think that's something you got to figure out internally, though, Harold. End of the day,
it's a problem for me. What I'm seeing now, though, is with Breeze. I know, like, part of me wants to just fire him from the BCSR. Part of me wants to fire him from the DPS. Part of me wants to demote him down to cadet and out of the county because he said in his own statements he only wants to be part of the county. It's the only department he likes. Obviously, we've all got different ways we approach the DPS issue and how unified we are. And Breeze is very far to one side against the unification. You are shot and he today. He doesn't like you. Doesn't like Gakish, doesn't like Bobby, doesn't like the Maddie. All of you, he went with the witch hunt, accusations. He's one of those people that is very, my department of my the EPS. So I think about the pieces of
I think the reason Bundy is saying to demote him instead of fire him is because Bundy sees Breeze as just Kyle Brad.
He doesn't like members of and okay, be as it may, sure, whatever. I guess as long as he's still following orders at the end of the day, it's all that's really relevant, right?
Opinions don't really,
He liked me enough to 2 weeks ago text me and ask me to vote for him, I guess.
Oh, that's good. Well, me saying he doesn't like you, it's just what I could infer from the way he done the witch hunt that he's had.
Sorry, that's why I kind of doubled down on that, because if you can't work with a high command no matter what uniform they're in, then how can, like, you're only going to be looking out for your own out there.
Yeah, that's also a concern. You said that the Bundy, the firing thing wasn't like put on the table. I mean, I want to make it clear. I think everything's been put on the table. My only previous proposition was in terms of against a punishment or like a severe punishment, and against firing was I think how I laid it out initially, right? Was is there anyone against firing? And that's when I think Bundy, you stepped in and said, well, I'm against firing, but I'm for removal of rank and removal of certs or whatever you said. So firing is on the table. It seemed like we had two, if not, I don't know, Harold, that you were leaning more towards outright removal from DPS. That's what you were trying to imply because of the result of all this. You okay? Can you check to see if he's falling asleep, Hardcastle?
He's awake. I see it. I see him.
His eyes are open.
Oh, okay.
Just thinking.
He's just mulling it over.
I have a question. In the event that Breeze were to survive this panel, would he be released from the BCSO?
Well, part of me wants to, but then it's just like a cop out of not firing him because you won't go anywhere else. I also hate the hop. You're fired from the BCSO, but
yeah, find a job elsewhere,
the
sort of
offense
thing.
to the
Yeah,
troopers who did it was the big tubs.
that's big tubs. Yeah.
I think it's stupid. I don't think we should be firing people from departments unless they specifically got a follow-up department. Like they are being moved into the next department. I thought, it's like, why is he wearing not his underwear and a vest?
The slaughter clause.
I mean, to the credit of the troopers with Big Tubs, they directly approached me to make sure he had a home before they had a conversation with him. So.
I just remember there was like a week or he was in limbo, because he got fired and he wasn't instantly.
He was in a self-exiled limbo because I notified him the night he had that conversation that he could set up an interview with any of my sergeants at any time.
Well, that's the problem, though. There should be an interview. I should just be instantly, sorry, you kicked out the highway, the ranges, you are now a deputy or an officer.
Well, we told him it was going to be
TPS.
It was going to be like an onboarding interview. I told him it was an onboarding interview, like not a formal like
Though, with the whole like, if they're outright removed, right? You guys have problems with why fire somebody and then they get a job at a different department. It looks bad, right? Like we've had this conversation.
100%. There has been, someone got fired from. I don't know who was it. Someone got fired from Department A and then easily got picked up at Department B.
Right, and so there's been concerns of that, but now you guys are the other foot is like, well, it's not right that if we remove someone now they don't have a job lined up in the other department. So we gotta figure that out at some point with how you guys approach this stuff.
Like just to break down to like my point about the BCSO thing. If he were to be released from the BCSO, I think that makes the decision easy. Like if your department doesn't want him, I know Coop's not going to take him. I'm not going to.
He said he won't work.
Yeah.
For anyone except BCSO.
Yeah.
Which I think is another issue.
I know me and Maddie aren't taking him. Which means
look at me.
Which means, if your decision and you're leaning towards, releasing him from BCSO, that just makes the decision easy, and that means that, we should lean towards outright termination because no other department wants the guy.
Well, it did sound like 3 members of the LSPD here were more for the removal of certifications and leadership role or rank as a whatever process. And I'll be quite frank with you, I'm not totally opposed to it just because we need cops out there. I'm sure you guys have seen
That is true.
the outright number of
trying
calls.
times.
He is a leader of people. He is good at that.
I've done something where I've sent previous officers back to academy. We don't really have those.
Yeah, we
seems
don't.
like as much anymore. So we can't afford FTOs because I've been watching.
But he doesn't need academy. He doesn't need to be taught how to be a cop.
I know, but I'm saying like in terms of
mistakes
being
for our
going-
leadership.
going back to solo cadet.
I think Bundy influenced the panel
trying to
here.
prove himself again. There may be a
I
redemption
think Bundy saved Breeze's job, which is really funny.
Yes, it does sound like the SHP won't take him. I'm not sure if the SASP will look into taking him. Sounds like a
Listen,
no.
if Genesis could have 2 panels and not get fired off of it, I don't think Bree should be off of this.
Okay. And Harold, are you outright considering removing him? Is that where you're leaning at now?
It's on the table, but I'm happy to.
It sounds like you'd only have a home with the LSPD, or if you Harry
Nah,
decide
won't
to
even
keep
be
him.
LSPD.
No, Manny and Bundy both said they wouldn't take him.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, Bundy said.
I said I said I
not?
wouldn't take him. I said I assumed that Maddie wouldn't, but I'm not going to speak for her.
I don't care, but he won't disrespect us. Like, I won't take disrespect, so I don't know how long he would last.
About
We get
26
disrespected
minutes.
enough as it is, so.
Yeah, he does have a bit of a mouth on him, but that seems like nothing new for members of command, as I've ran across myself. So, I mean, go.
So if
ask
he can come
Genesis.
over and lock in, I don't care.
The problem is this, like what I call locking, and like Bob said, become a pro being redemption hack. It's like, all of his mistakes were all done for the NDW, and his corruption is a member of command. Like not criminal corruption, but his abuse of power, right? And that's why the argument against firing that everybody has said, is the removal of our supervision staff. That means the boss from lieutenant to sergeant, from sergeant to copper, even copper down to senior, even just stripping him all the way down to beast deputy. And that is a colossal punishment.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to go down to. I mean, being a probationary or solo deputy.
It's not necessary.
It's not
wouldn't
necessary.
achieve anything.
He knows how to be a cop. He just needs to not.
He knows how to be a cop too well. He knows the loopholes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean that's maybe another concern. I'm not sure how many times I've seen Breeze responding to calls, but that's also beside the point. I just mean in a matter of redemption to prove that you can be a good leader and follow suit, because that's also important. Got to get command in line and not be disrespectful. That's a problem as well. Okay. I mean, we're kind of. I think we have like 20 minutes or something like that left here. To make a executive call at the very least. It sounds like it's more so leaning on you, Harold, because you're kind of going back and forth between, firing and this potential Breeze redemption arc. Is that something you want to lay out to him, or do you want to tell him that he's removed and his real choice here is that the LSPD is willing to consider taking him, but he'd have to shape up? What would you like to do? Because I think ultimately the choice is yours with along the rest of the BCSOI command members.
Yeah, well, you said fire, right? And then it said you said strip of everything.
Yeah. I'm fine either way. Like if he were to remain, he needs to be basic officer, no duties whatsoever, no search, no anything. I would also support firing just based on if he's gonna lie to do this, could he be lying with criminals and that kind of thing. That's what I worry about. But
we should remove our shit, but in the Bob argument that we need cops, we need FDR starting. He's got FDR, he's good age.
Just remove a little lawsuit. Well,
Does
maybe
he?
a regular FTO, not FTS.
Does Breeze even patrol?
Yeah.
I mean, I think
I've never seen him
Lawson-
patrol
I
in
think
shift
Lawson
two.
might have some concerns with,
Not a lot of people
fired
patrolling
Breeze
shift.
being an
Yeah, but like
FTO
if
here.
when he is around, I don't see him taking cadets. Like I've never seen him take a cadet. I think you remove his FTO rank for a month. I don't think he should be out there teaching people if he just went and did MDW corruption. Like
I don't even think a month is the right. I think you just remove his FTO certification entirely because he just demonstrated a entire lack of leadership, selfishness, and corruption.
I know we need FTOs, but we don't need people like that teaching.
Lawson, is that something you agree with?
I mean, he hasn't taken any and filled out the documentation since I've been overlooking it for the past 2 weeks, so I don't really know what difference it's going to make.
And again, this is something you could set terms with, where he needs to do this stuff. And to your point, Wilson, I think him checking in with the DA for, as a probationary period, where the DA can go over his reports, I think might be appropriate as well. Make sure that, he's dotting I's and crossing T's.
My only problem is, a lot of time these punishments, they always get drawn out the week off. If we're not gonna just, kick them to the street and get them out, I don't want to repeat the most. You have to go through 50 different things. The problem, chef, it's, there's a pint of
I don't think it's that
excessive punishing.
to do it. Is it a really excessive punishment where you get your FTO certification removed and talk to the DA about your reports to make sure that you're on track to not fuck everything up again?
Chat.
I think the DA might be a stretch. Yeah, the DA herself might be a stretch.
Assign a sergeant to him. Just have a sergeant from the BCSO watch over him.
A sergeant or
And it's not candy.
Just quickly on the FTO point, do you guys allow regular officers to take cadets out? Because
I'm gonna go grab my tacos.
Why does he need the FTO status?
hope that no one talks.
If he actually wants to FTO and he wants
For
to
sign-offs,
get
for
that back,
approval and stuff.
why does
Pretty
he
much
need
that.
to have the FTO role, and why can't it be like, hey, we have actually taken cadets and you've shown that you deserve the FTO tag, here you go.
I mean, I agree. Yeah. If he wants, we can do we have an FTO ride-along application thing as well.
Yep.
How many certs does he have? Does he even have that many?
So he's a
Marty?
pilot and FTO.
Isn't he a Marty?
Nope.
Then-
No, he had
Ah.
never got restarted.
I don't think anyone has a motor, really.
And so as far as removing of rank, would it be back down to baseline deputy?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I would say.
I mean, I think that's fair. Removal of certifications, drop down to back to baseline deputy, and I guess see where this goes from there. Unless anyone.
Well,
has
we
any-
also did see we would give him a chance to do a closing, and so.
Got
we wanna
15
have,
minutes
like,
before I walk out of this office.
We want to have like a code word in case anybody is against, the punishment. We need to change our opinions, because let's see if we give the guy.
I mean, after the
closing,
closing, we can ask if anyone here needs a minute to sidebar, or we could just go straight to.
The change I proposed, yeah, I'll keep.
But is everyone here with agreeance on this, or at least okay to move forward? Just want to make sure before we continue this.
I am.
All right.
Yep.
I'm also going to suspend him for another week because I don't want to talk to him. Wow,
Fair enough.
That's fair.
I don't want
Nah,
to
make it
stop.
14 days.
Is everyone here doing well?
I'm
Yeah,
great.
doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14 minutes and I walk out of here. I said 2-hour timeline. I wasn't staying around longer.
To be fair, the
I don't
first
think
20 minutes of that doesn't really count, I don't think.
True.
I don't think this thing needs to be more than 2 hours anyway. I don't think we have to sit here for 5 hours to talk about.
Nope.
Everyone's busy and we're still getting calls back to back. Absolutely setting on fire.
Did you see how many dead bodies were chopped up while we were having this panel?
Yeah. Not good.
I think everyone at the airport is deceased. I think it looks like that one Call of Duty level down there now.
Oh, look at that. Corrections officer came around. She was not happy with what I said to her in the 311s. I said, we don't have units to take you out. And she got mad at me.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I said, have a good day. Like, she's spending the rest of her life in prison.
Lawson, is there FTOs that are taking like multiple cadets out?
Yes.
Okay. I think that's probably fine for now, just to get our numbers out there and get.
It's mainly in shift 3 and late shift 1 where we have
Am I supposed to
very
do
few
this?
officers to take them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maddie,
But
you need
the
me to-
people who are doing it are valuable officers. Like
Yeah, why is Tori and Sloan in here?
We were having a
Florida's
makeup
boss
conversation.
replacement, Tari, is just leaving. She was trying to find the classroom.
Sir, I got lost on the way to classroom.
Okay, you're good. Wait, did we agree to having a replacement, though? Well, that was on the table.
You can kick him out. I don't care.
I just want to say one thing really quick.
Hold on. We didn't
No,
even.
something bad.
No,
It's something
chill,
bad.
Chill, you're doing
Wait,
too
no,
much.
this
Chill.
is not on behalf of you. This is just me.
No, wait till Tori leaves.
Yeah, Tori, leave, please. I don't want to get fired.
This isn't.
Thank you,
this is a
Tori.
Recess.
Sorry,
Thank
I'm
you,
so
Tori.
sorry for
Hi,
intruding.
Tori. Appreciate you, Tori.
Good,
Thank
Tori.
you.
I just want to say It's a something really really nice quick, building. and It's I'll really be. confusing. I'm being respectful. Seriously.
Second on the
All of
table.
you guys are high command. My name's Sloan Morgan. I'm sure you guys know all of me. Before you make your decision, I just want to point out I made probably one of the biggest mistakes in this department. I killed someone with my car, and it was unintentional.
Oh my god.
And
know that.
the path that I had was redemption, and I was able to redeem myself as an officer. And I probably had one of the worst firings, and probably was treated probably one of the worst. You know, when I came back for a little bit. But I just want to say, I think he's redeemable, and I definitely think that what he did was with intent. But I don't think that maybe he's a shit person, but he's a good and intelligent cop. And I don't want to risk losing someone like this in the department. I had to go through a very long process of proving myself again, and I did it. And if I can do it, then God knows anyone else can do it. I will shut the fuck up and I will get off the table. Thank you.
Reese, do you want to give a closing? Or you want Sloan's to be your closing? Because I don't know if you can top that.
I was just gonna read letters from people. I was right about it.
Oh, how many letters do you have?
Well, I think I have
If
two.
you
And
have to leave, you can't leave. You know,
No, I want to
Do
see
we-
this,
do
but I'm
we
giving a
really
hard
need
time frame.
Letters? Do we actually need that, or?
Okay. How about this? Can I just read
Just
Yakko so
doing
he
the
shuts
bit.
up, and then Candy can say whatever she thinks, and then we can be good? Is that okay? Or...
Does Yakko?
Yeah, because it's between 1 and 7 pages.
it's a
like,
document.
It's actually pretty short.
short.
It's
Oh,
actually
okay.
pretty
Yeah,
short.
and
Okay,
then
I
I
trust
have a
Candy.
short one from somebody else, but we can skip it if it's a time constraint thing. I don't know.
Is it
Yeah,
like
we're
a
short
one?
on time
Never-
here, so
Is
ever
it
know
what?
if we don't
Is
read
it what?
so-
Yakko was crying in the hallway.
Yeah,
pleading,
okay, just read
I can
Yakko's.
read it.
Just start reading
Yeah,
Yakko's
Yakko
thing,
said
please.
hello. Okay, Candy can read it, and then Candy can say her piece.
okay.
That's the deal. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, from Yackle. Hello, I am Herbert Yackle, and this is very important to hear. I will keep this short because I yap a lot, but the impact Breeze has had on me as a member of the DPS is astronomical. Breeze made me feel safe and comfy being the type of cop I was and not conforming to what cop I thought people wanted me to be. Breeze empowered me and also pushed many events that were community-oriented and helped people break the ice and bond as a department fluently. Breeze is someone who steps up instead of just dooming. Hashtag ride on. Hashtag hogs never die.
Oh my god.
That's
Great God.
from Yackle.
Candy, did you want to say anything?
Yeah. I'm gonna say, Breeze, you're an absolute idiot. I'm very mad at you. I wish you hadn't made these decisions. But I'm glad that you're here today, taking accountability for your mistakes.
Well,
because that's the word at the end of the day. Mistake. I make mistakes. I'm pretty sure everyone else in this room makes mistakes. I'm not trying to downplay what you did. It's just, it is what it is. Will you continue to make mistakes? Absolutely. Do you deserve to be punished for what you did? Probably. But at the end of the day, I believe that you're a net positive for the DPS. And that same can be said for a lot of people in the DPS. And I hope that the panel today takes all that into consideration for what it's worth.
Holy shit.
Great. Okay. Does anyone here from High Command need a sidebar in a minute? Nope.
I do not.
All right, Harold, I'd just leave the floor to you, I suppose.
If you gotta give me the flash about my stand, Drake, because you gotta stand on the flash city. I think it's how I
What?
thought. You see, it's very big wrong. You know, it's very big wrong. You know, it's Breeze.
Yes, Harold. Sheriff.
You had what I had to see on Sunday when I went to announce the election, the results. You had the pain of my voice, right? You had the disappointment and my anger. You were at the meeting, you know. You know how much was at that meeting? Harold, Danger, that fellow candidates, you know. And I understand, you know, why you did what you did, you know. You wanted to win, you know. And unfortunately, you know, the patient, if you wanted to win, instead of crossing the finish line, You stepped on a landmine, you blow yourself up, the shock hit, and it'll take you out of the high race. You know, we've talked about it how, you know, if you hadn't done these tough odds, you still would have won by one. You know, what happened? It is the truth. Those are the results. But let's see, you come in and you try to cheat the system. You, as a lieutenant, as a member of the selection, regardless of these probable cause and crimes that the FIB are causing, you are a lieutenant and a candidate in an internal election, an election run by me, and instead of checking with me, if John can vote, if a transfer out member of the department can vote, like with Tevis, you just took it upon yourself to, as you said, John this painter, yours a loophole, right? And there wasn't really like the apology for doing it, but apart from the barmaid, thank you for that, the barmaid, it's nice, it's good, but the amount of damage that has happened because of this, all of the people that supported you, they're not gonna be like disdain. They're gonna hate me. They're gonna hate the rest of the department and the high command for doing this to you, for doing our job, for punishing a lieutenant to abuse their power. Other people like to terror have witnessed him abandon the BCSR because of terror's sheer disappointment by what happened. The BCSR is shambles. I've been having to think about this painting for the last 4 or 5 days. But the thing I've been trying to put in front of it is trying to make sure the BCSR doesn't fall apart and implode. It's a mess, And this whole election was meant to fix the mess that John left when he left this. It's just made it so much worse, And it was so avoidable.
I'm sorry, boss.
Boss. Boss. It's my paper to yours, your boss.
I'm sorry,
Yup.
Sheriff. It's my fault. I
Probably
did this.
wondering, am I still gonna be your sheriff? Am I gonna fire you?
I sure hope so.
I went into this pen today with the idea that you will be fired. And I've been talking to people the last few days, talking about, BCSR command about, hey, Breeze is probably going to be gone. We're going to have to deal with a fallout on Friday from all of the, the people who...
Wait, did Bundy actually save Breeze's job?
We might have a mass exodus with the removal of a lieutenant. Two lieutenants got 1 week, the department each off, Am I going to fire you if they're everything talked to you today? No, you're not going to get fired, Breeze. You're not going to get removed from the DPS. This was actually brought on, I'm not going to say, I can say it increased the element of surprise, but your savior was put in my mind by a member of one of the LSPD high command in here, or argued fire. So I'll not fire you from the DPS. My next thought was to fire you from the BCSR. Put you in HR. Boss you to become a member of another department.
Oh my god.
I feel like they would be a feet worse than firing for you. But that would probably result in you quitting. Maybe, who knows.
You know me too well, sir.
So this limbo or an HR is not what we all have. The issue that you did here today was the abuse of your power as a supervisor, as a lieutenant with the MDW. You didn't excessify someone, you didn't shot someone, you didn't crash a helicopter into someone, you didn't kill someone that they shouldn't have been killed. You're just, little lieutenant powers to give someone a rod they shouldn't have, and you completely undermined the BCSR election, and you ruined an entire department.
You ruined an entire department.
And that's a department that you're gonna be stuck inside of. But you won't be there to fix it. And I gotta be the lieutenant. Lieutenant, demoted. Not the sergeant? No. Demoted from that one time. Copy, demoted. You are not to have any supervisor roles, Breeze. You are to have no power inside of my department. You see how broken Carl is. You know how much I've wanted to avoid not having it happen to another person. And here I am, doing it again. You will be moved from lieutenant down to deputy of the BCSR. As you can't find the Papa Dime, she's not good. But you
No,
won't
I'm
be
not,
fired.
I'm not shooting again.
No, it's just a gunfight on the dispatch. It's their business. And for the next week, while I deal with the backlash of this study and Tara leaving and trying to focus on rebuilding the BCSR, I'm extending your suspension to next Friday so you can think about what you've done. Even more. Any questions?
So I'm suspended till Friday, and I'm a deputy. Is that correct? Is there anything else that I'm missing?
Bob.
All your rank, all your certs are removed. So your air and your FTO.
Oh no!
You can still take a ditch, but it's not an FTO.
I can still take cadets.
Yeah, there's the deputies allowed to take cadets.
Yes.
Well, so if my certs are removed, I can't give them sign-offs then, right? Because I'm not an FTO. or
Exactly.
whatever?
That is true.
Okay,
Correct.
Okay. I just
You have
making
to go through FTO.
Unfortunately, we do have a staffing shortage within the department, so we still need help trying to get
Okay,
cadets
yeah,
pushed through and officers on the streets, as I'm sure you've probably seen
Yeah.
dispatch
Yeah, that
or have
makes-
heard about
makes sense.
the hell
Yeah.
going on out there.
I will do whatever you all deem that I need to do to make it up and make it right. Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right.
One last thing.
Aki.
Now, I know I said a lot of mean things because I'm an asshole, but I would like to backpedal and say I'm sorry to the LSPD High Command and having a back and forth with Maddie, especially after Harold said that one of you stepped up and had my back. I was wrong.
Yeah, you were wrong a lot, Breeze.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that.
Happens again, we're gonna jump you in an alleyway, all right?
Like Bob did.
Okay, I'm gonna put it on the record. He was talking about apologizing before he heard anyone had his back.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
just put
I
it
trust
on the
you.
record, by the
Yeah, I
way.
believe Candy. I trust Candy.
Oh, look at that.
Well, if I can clear the air, I really thought
He's
Bob
not
was going to
right,
be the #1 person out to get me because he did shoot me at PDM.
Bob.
What?
Bob went shot another cop.
No, Bob would never do that.
Wait, what?
He doesn't even remember.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
fucking
yeah,
dusting
Bob
him.
definitely shot him. Yeah, it was
Shot
definitely
you at
Bob.
PDM?
Yeah, it was Bob.
Maddie, did you shoot him?
Well, no,
What?
it was Bob.
No,
Man.
I didn't do that.
Okay. Before there's
My
another
God.
powwow, are we concluded here? Are the members of
Yeah,
High
we're
Command
done.
here at least dismissed?
I
Okay.
thank you all for your brain power and time.
All right.
Your
Thank you guys for
redemption
being
arc
here.
is here, Breeze.
And
Yeah,
Yeah,
time to
Sloan's
slide.
speech.
Sloan
Yeah,
is
Sloan's
in the
speech really
meantime.
locked it in. Yeah.
Thank you. You guys are welcome.
Sloan, you need to be my mentor.
Can you not walk on the table,
That's
Sloan?
this is an
Yeah,
expensive
just
table.
process.
Your shoes
I
are
got
dirty.
this table.
No, you
Am I dismissed?
Get off of it.
Bob, is there
What?
anything you need to
Am I
bring today?
dismissed?
Yeah,
You're good, Breeze.
dismissed.
You're good, Breeze.
Yeah, have a good
Hard
day.
Castle, you said you
apologize to the
gamble at the
commissioner.
casino and play poker, and where have you been? You've been.
Commissioner.
I've been busy dealing with the
Are you
shit
upset?
show this department is, Fusar. I'll be there soon, though. Maybe next
You're
week.
gonna get rich.
Maybe next
No, I
week we'll
just
do a
gotta
poker tournament.
play-
I'm not trying to beat the lock, but we are all here. Any other topics?
Sloan's
see
trying
anything?
to
I gotta tell you
taunt
something.
off right now. As
I gotta apologize to you.
Sloan, you
What if
need
we
to wait
what if
till
we
the
drag that
holiday
other guy
to
in
come.
before all of
Yeah,
High
go in the
Command so he
hallway.
thinks he's in trouble, but then we do the thing.
Hey, Lawson,
I
are
don't
you
wanna
still
do it
out
for nobody,
there?
buddy.
Okay, all right.
I'll
I'm
grab
really
her.
for us.
Can you grab Assistant Chief, please?
Just
Lawson?
She's
Do
gone.
we have anything?
She's in her office.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Maddie?
Bob, how's my delivery? Was it good?
It was good. Yeah, I think you made a right decision. Although the only thing that would slightly fight more for is that the election did happen, and even though Danger did get 3 votes, I would still talk to Danger about possibly, filling that role. But I understand
Well, I
that is
kind of
your.
did it. You said I could not hate you. I could hear. I'm not a shit on it, but I had
Maybe.
like an hour and a half meeting with him yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
But I can do
It's
another one.
it's up to you. We could talk about it later too. What was I gonna say? Oh
All right,
yes.
do another election. Just Danger runs, and then he just gets out of the barge.
Obviously we've been having some back and forths with like the high command chatters and stuff like that in regards to our policing policies. I do think we should take another look at who's in these leadership positions and effectively carrying out these decisions. It's either that or we have a better way of either communicating the decisions that we're making, whether it's the SOPs or just having more involvement with high command to pass these decisions through and then them ending up, I'm not sure, as a formal announcement or within the MDW. I'm not sure how we have to do it, but obviously as we're changing stuff, we kind of need people to catch up. Because I do still see that, you know, some protocols are not really being followed, and I'm sure it's not anyone's fault here, but I think we do need to get on the same page with some of this stuff. So,
You have any examples?
well, like the heat stuff, I'm not. Well, we had the Air One thing that happened, right, where they weren't taking the Air One out for faults or whatever that was.
Yeah.
We have still that cadet queue is backed up. And yeah, as far as heat goes, I mean, I've seen the interceptors being pulled out a few times this week. Some of them were obviously very decent, but some weren't. I'm not sure whether we have a good pulse on what's happening. You know, on this within these departments. I know each one of you are kind of in charge of different things, but we might need to figure out a way to communicate better. So when you guys look in the high command forum, it's not like a cluster and you guys just ignore it, because I get the want to do that as well.
I'll be real on that. I miss a lot of things because everything gets discussed while I'm not around and I'm not filled in, and so I have to rely on those announcements, and I cannot catch up with the sheer amount of things that I have to like read through, and it's like sometimes a 10,000 word essay that I have to try and catch up on because I'm relying on written stuff, and I don't expect anyone to come around at my time to catch me up, but a TLDR would be a lot more helpful than me having to look in 8 different places to see what I've missed.
Right.
I think
I
one
don't
thing
feel like I can add valuable input when I'm catching up to something that's announced in 2,000 words.
What about those? I know this is kind of weird to have the conversation, but there's those discussion threads. If we put things as discussions as they happen, and then finalize with votes, and then just archive those discussions, would that be better, as opposed to just having a general chatter where everyone just kind of says whatever they want?
I think it would be a lot easier to catch up on.
Because we have a lot of
someone
members
who
of
can't
high
be around.
command, and while I'm not a huge proponent, because then it's multiple people having input, and that's not a bad thing ideally, but then you have this issue where everyone needs to catch up and everyone becomes out of loop because of the catching up process. So we have to, I think, streamline that a little bit better. But that's all I really want to say on that, unless anyone else has any other things they want to bring up in regards to the city or policing or staffing, whatever.
Why don't we just assign members of high command the specific staff? So there's like part for each shift. For example, PNT is just issued, and Median, and you can see, Heat is you see Hawkish, and then I don't know who else we want to get on the CID could be Ashford and Bundy, get the Martha could be someone and someone, just 2 point of contact, and it's not falling upon
We could
for each staff.
To that point, Harold, we could assign who those 2 points of contact are going to be whenever the as Bob said, discussion thread gets open. Be like, all right, these are the 2 people who are heading this up.
Fair enough. And then those people would make a formal announcement once the discussion closes, I
Yep.
assume, or at least are kind of responsible for pushing that information out to members
Wow,
of
they would have the
supervisors.
discussion. Do we want to show the rest of high command can provide input? But is it?
I think that's fair, but a decision has to be made, and when it's made, it should be just finalized. And if you did not give input, it is what it is. It's
So,
not...
so here would be my proposition. Issue gets raised, thread gets opened, 2 members of high command kind of take point on it. Discussion happens, there's 400 fucking messages. Those 2 members of high command then summarize at the end and put it together for, a yes-no vote. And then they make the announcement.
I mean, when it's voting period, just ping it or something, ping high command in it. And then if you don't vote within 24, 48 hours, it gets closed, and that's that. And we don't need to talk about reopening it. whatever. I mean, maybe something could be amended down the road, but I think we just need to push it out, get the announcements out, and then, you know, whoever's the point on it is kind of maybe up to them to make sure that that gets passed down along to members of command, or at least an announcement gets made. Is that fair?
Yeah, and have it so they can shut it off too. Because if it becomes a fucking 400-word thread or 400 messages in a thread, just have someone step in and go, "Okay, we're done talking. We'll just vote." Because people like to ramble in this high command.
Yeah, it's like
I look at it sometimes,
I mean,
and
we're all
I just don't
ramblers.
even read it. I just close it. I just go over to
That's
work.
fair. But I feel like things are getting missed in, you know, the process, and that's not helpful to us to running this department, especially with so many of you and so many like leaders trying to convey things all at the same time.
I think
Alright,
Harold's
just
point of
split-
having like, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was gonna say Harold's point of having like 2 people in charge of it will make sure it doesn't get missed, because then people can like kind of poke and prod until it actually gets finished, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll contact IT and get that pushed forward and get something up.
Whenever there's a change to SOPs and we put it in the SOP channel, I think we need to tag everybody, not just the certs, because patrol needs to know that there are SOP changes, and if they aren't alerted, they're not gonna know.
I remember seeing the changes, and once it went out, I was like, did they get posted? And it wasn't until this conversation started, because, you know, obviously a sergeant missed it, and I was like, oh, that's where I got posted. You know, I was trying to find the announcements, I was trying to find the supervisors, I was trying to find the heat announcements, the air announcements, you know, definitely got to just ping everybody, you know. I would just, you know, the application PD announcements would just link.
You're seeing the
you know,
SOP
part.
changes and updates. Yeah, also
Yes.
MDW might need to have a new coat of paint. That's a whole other process. That
I mentioned a couple of stuff about NDW to IT. They could really help us, specifically notices. Have you seen the blocking thing, Bob?
Yes, I think I have.
Yeah, something. I let out some tweaks to blocking, because at the moment, you could go weeks without opening your dashboard. And what I'm trying to get is it auto resets to your dashboard after like 48 hours. You know, so then people clocking on duty, they'll instantly go to dashboard. You know, it's not going to close their tabs, but it will go to dashboard, and then we'll have notices, and then we can have a, you know, like a tick.
Yeah, we need
if
like a
they've
little
opened it or not,
alert
you know.
or something. We got to
Yeah,
figure
like
that
the
out. but that's-
notification, you know, so they have to open it, you know, just
And we have that
There's so much
notification now that
potentiality.
you have to click on that you acknowledge it, but
Yeah, but you don't have to
should be
open
that
it after you acknowledge
You
it.
don't have
Is
to
that
open
an
it
actual? That's an
exactly.
actual
If
email.
it, like,
Look at
forced
that.
you, if it took you straight there after you know,
Yeah, that's
something
the
that
version
takes you
with
there.
ID, HEID.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe. Like I said, that's not something that. I mean, I'd like to see a more refreshed MDW too, but there's a lot of stuff that's lined up, especially for like government, that there is being worked on. So I wouldn't hold my breath, but maybe we can come up with some temporary solutions that'll streamline this. I think this high command thing is a good start, and we can kind of go from there.
Oh my God, Tallow! Thank you for
All
the
right, we're
20
10 minutes
months.
over already, so that's all. That's all I had. Thanks, guys.
What's the like the you know, weekly or bi-weekly hockey meetings? I know we try to do the
Oh yeah,
timing thing, but there was
Hardcastle's in
not a
charge
single
of
crossover.
those. Hardcastle is supposed to be in charge of all that.
That's
Put it
good.
Together.
Which one? Which one?
The one that talked.
Bi-weekly
volunteer
hockey
and,
meetings. Especially now that we got all the captains in place, apart from DC Shaw. Yeah.
I know. I think that's something.
I'm happy
we
to
might have
organize it if you don't want to, Hardcastle.
Oh yes, please. God
I mean,
bless.
that's something we might
Yeah,
have to do, like outside of the city, because I'm not sure what the logistical possibility of getting all of us together for stuff is. If it's doable, then sure. Otherwise, you know, it might be better to have
We
like
can do
a.
alternate even. Every second one is.
It's not a bad idea, you know.
Yeah, I think doing them earlier in the morning, later at night. You know, kind of every 2 weeks or whatever. Probably work out well.
Yeah, could do that as well. Sure enough.
Organizing that tomorrow.
If
Okay,
you need
great.
help, Maddie, let me know.
Wow.
Anything else before we, you know, whatever?
I think so.
I don't. Okay.
They've started busting the helicopters.
What's
What?
that?
Are we
It's
are
helicopter busts.
we tracking this high premium fuel they shipped us, Harold? By the way, we keeping track of that for the
Yeah,
choppers.
yeah.
Okay.
I do not think we're gonna be able to find it for all of them. We might have to just use it for the tactical helicopters,
Yeah.
and then we can use the tactical helicopters for the helicopter busts, and then we can just use normal fuel for the the standard Mavericks. I was talking to some Cuba representatives about that, hoping to get that changed.
I think that's a good idea. I think that'll work, because then we can. I mean, like a TAC helicopter, it doesn't really matter if we use premium fuel, because we're just doing like a hot drop or a rappel down or whatever. Anyway, so.
helicopter.
Yeah.
Well, was revealed today that the ETC actually does have a radio. You know, so it's...
Oh, no, I knew that
Yeah,
actually. I heard some people
yours
talking
did-
about sports cars when I was in there
Oh
one
my
a couple
God,
days back.
I had some people talking about what was it? You know, they were like their laundry. You know,
Oh.
I was chasing someone in the helicopter and they were speaking on the ACC channel.
You gotta give them lawful orders. You know.
Yeah, I heard it earlier today.
Well, I didn't know how to speak.
Wanna do this in your
It's
hours?
it's the taxi.
No, we'll do it in
car,
yours.
Radio, you know, from way big about the job radio. You know.
Where am I now? So I'm just gonna go to the respond to any text. Yeah.
Bye.
Trying to escape the
Take a
yap
seat.
circle.
Take a seat, man. There's a chair for you. I'll sit across from you.
You like my get along chairs?
fired. Yeah, they're nice.
Take a seat.
Yeah, this is where you get
Don't
fired?
worry. Yeah, I think I don't know.
What have you
I'm
been
dealing with?
What have you been doing that's
Dominic
fired?
Freddy again. I don't know.
What makes you think you
Nothing.
get fired, man?
I don't fucking know at this point.
We haven't even talked to you at all.
I always expect the worst.
Till now.
Yep.
And what's going on with Big T? What are you dealing with that guy?
So Toretti shot Lottie and Co. and robbed them. This is all word of mouth because Lottie ran me over when I was on motor. She's very angry, and they just shot Papa Dom's employees.
Does that happen a lot? You get run over on motor?
Yeah. As of recently, I got smoked by Cyrus last night responding to a call, and then today by Sirens.
Is that like a fault with the bike, or do we need to get you recertified? Do you need time with
No,
Jeff?
it's
Or...
them. It's them going into opposing lanes, and I'm responding code 3.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hardcastle, fill the silence for like 20 seconds for me. I gotta let my dog in.
Sure, sure. How's P&T been for you?
Good. I'm actually starting to hand off more stuff, so it's not all in my plate.
Okay. Who do you have in who's your team right now?
Right now, it's Reinhardt's very little, but A-Firm, I got both. All put in the report soon. Not much. I don't have much of a team as of recently because there's not much FTOs, but Rocky, I just bounce a lot of ideas off him, and Daphne as well. If it's like a shift 1 into 2 cadet, I usually hand it to Daphne. If it's a 2 into 3 cadet, I just give it to Rocky. And with Tori being Tori, she's going to help the cadets that are having a lot of problems with stuff like fielding. I hope she shakes them like a baby.
Seems like the biggest issue with cadets are like their infield performance, and once they get that like sorted, they're normally pretty good.
Yeah.
We're gonna hold off on hiring any cadets until we're about 90% through these, and just start hiring like experience. I know Rock probably reached out to you on those like 4 he wants to bring in that we'll do a big onboarding for on Monday. So hopefully they could come through and bring some good presence and just people to the shift 2 and kind of alleviate some of that.
Yeah,
Running
it's
around with your head cut off.
2 and the 3 that's struggling. We dip down to 4 units and then hell breaks loose.
Yep, I know. I feel you.
Unfortunately, we did catch a 99 Alpha car, 4 units.
Huge.
Oh, was that the one that popped like a couple hours ago?
No, this was a couple of days ago. It was myself, Harrington, and for most of it, then Rocky clocked on duty. We got the car. The individuals fled into a different car, so we're like, fuck it, let's take the car.
Okay.
Okay. How else is other than cadet shit? How's the shift been?
Good. I'm trying not to be overbearing on late shift 2 when I'm usually one of the higher ups around. I'm usually just like, hey, I'm here. You guys need to talk to me. You can just talk to me, and kind of monitor a lot of the channels. Like if it's like a vault going off or like a store robbery, it's been going on an extended period of time. And like third swap, like guys, it's cut loss. It's a store robbery. We got cars impounded. It's gonna hurt their bank account either way. I'm just trying not to spread everybody so thin and create burnout. That's the biggest thing. And just being the morale for late shift 2, I'm trying my damnedest.
What about like supervisory presence over the course of shift 2? How do you feel that's been recently?
It's there. Like we have Park on occasion. I do bring some stuff up to him, but Usually, I handle if it's like internal stuff, like stuff I can handle, I just deal with it. Like if somebody's having a problem with somebody else, I'll grab them both and talk to them face to face because I'm not going to go behind each other's back and explain why they're doing shit wrong. I'd rather them just, hey, this is what's happening, and I want them to figure it out together, so they can create a solution if it happens again in the future.
Got anything else, Art Castle?
Since you've been an acting corporal for a while, who do you think would be deserving of corporal? Is there anyone out there?
At this moment in time, no.
Okay.
I don't see anybody really stepping into the plate in shift 2.
Okay.
Mally, but Mally's just been busy.
Mally's been MIA. I want active
Yeah.
people if we're gonna start bumping people up and not inactive. Because right now we got a lot of command that's kind of on like PTO, just kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Catching up after all the hard work. So, you know, when they're back around, it'll be kosher. So.
Yeah, I would say Mally, but I really haven't seen anybody shift 2 that could be there yet. In a month or two time, I might see somebody that is up to corporal level, and I could see them being it, and then I'll like let you guys know. But right now, nobody.
Yeah, we're bringing on a lot of experienced cops. I would imagine some of them are going to rise through the rift a little faster than others.
Yeah, but then also I see problems with that if they see, oh, this person got hired 4 months ago, they're already a corporal. What am I doing wrong? So I weigh that into my mind with like bringing people in and then them getting straight to rank.
That's an unfortunate thing, though, because some people,
yeah,
myself and Bundy included, look how fast we rose up, and we were like just doing our job, man.
Yeah.
Look at me, dude. I inherited this shit from Jeff.
Yeah, you did.
I just wanted to be a sergeant, and then I was a lieutenant, then I was ass chief, and now I'm the chief.
Yeah, and then you paid
Well,
that
you know
fucking
what?
curse forward.
Sometimes you're just too good at your fucking job.
I agree with that. Everybody asks you a million questions.
That's all I got, Bundy.
Yeah, speaking of people asking you a million questions, look, I'm not going to play the hide the ball bullshit. It is my opinion, and it is the opinion of the LSPD High Command, that you have been outperforming your duties for a substantial amount of time. Your interview with myself and Autumn 2 weeks ago? Question mark.
Give or take, I don't remember.
Yeah, somewhere around there. You were you were frazzled and coming fresh off of a call, but your answers were still good. But beyond that, the way that you've displayed yourself on a day-to-day basis and the way that you have helped tie the strings of this department together like Spider-Man on the train with the webs, we would like to formally offer you the rank of... Do we call it Sergeant 1 or do we call it just Sergeant?
It's just Sergeant. The Sergeant 2 is just a pay grade upgrade. That's it.
Yeah, we'd like to offer you the extra chevron because you've been doing that anyway, to be honest.
I'll take it. It just means I'm gonna help the department more and make it better. Plus, I'm poaching like 6 BCSO people soon, so.
That's what we want.
Yeah, there's.
Look at it this way, Stevens. You and Prime, right? The 2 highway guys, they got overlooked. You got demoted and sent to the pool. Now look at you.
Yeah, forged in the fire.
Yeah. You and Prime really showed that, like, you know, working your ass off matters, even when you fuck up. So.
Yeah, fuck ups are just ways you learn.
Yep. Couple things from our side of stuff. Obviously, this rank can be removed at any time if I don't feel like you're fit or if Bundy doesn't feel like you're fit.
Yeah.
Role of the sergeant, you're going to be now a shift supervisor. You're going to be watching over everything, all right? You're going to be making sure the shift has proper goals. Everyone's got backup. You're going to be in a lot of calls. You're going to be in there often, all right? It's going to be a lot more work than you're doing now. Maybe not, because you're probably already doing it. You're not just going to get the recognition of it. You'll be added to a few more chats. You'll be able to see how everything's talked about and how everything's handled. But in all honesty, biggest thing is open mind with everybody. Go into a conversation with just like, okay, what the fuck is up? You know, get both sides before making decisions on things.
Yeah.
And be that voice on patrol when needed, but don't overstep. You know, got corporals, got seniors. Let them kind of lead things, and you step in when needed. It's going out the fucking window, and you need to be the guy to step in. That's when you want to do it.
Yeah, empowering the people until shit is the fan.
Yep.
Yep.
All right,
You are now the silent strength of the LSPD on shift 2. You step forward whenever shit goes sideways, and you act like the shield between the fucking asshole warrior supervisor criminals and our force. And you know, occasionally you slap some of our fucking cops down when they get a little too uppity too.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna have to do with Douglas soon if he keeps acting the way he does.
Is he that? Is Douglas that weird guy who looks like he came out of the like the Amish country?
Yeah, I already had a conversation with him yesterday on everything and told him either fixes his attitude or he's out of the program, and I think he will be fixing it. At any point he disrespects another officer or acts out of line or does some stupid shit, just cut him. He already knows it's coming.
Tori wants to hold him a little bit. I think that'll be good because she is very firm about how patrolling is. Yeah, I think it'll be a very good like presence and voice.
How long is Q in Garm?
So too. Tori will be really good for that. Once she keeps her, you know, doesn't go old Tori.
She said she's gonna. I told her to lock it in, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna lock it in a little bit better now."
Good. I like having Tori around. She's good. Tori's a good presence. Got really bright. Oh, never mind. It's good now. My eyes saw some bright shit. Yeah. Okay. Your rank is changed in MDW. If you clock off, clock back on, you get your new pay. We do need a new call sign for you though. Gonna be 6 Lima, whatever.
616. Always go up.
616. All right. Do you want to do the onboarding?
Yeah, I'll do the onboarding.
Okay. 616. All right.
I'm actually already on the onboarding page because of the other thing we were doing.
Huge. Alright, you've been added to the LSPD command chat. You're going to see what we talk about in there, and then I'll send you to the full unified chat. Have fun with this bullshit. There you go. And welcome in. You've earned it.
You know what? God bless.
Now, my first goal for you is find your replacement.
I'll look.
If that's 2 weeks to a month, it'll be 2 weeks to a month. I don't care.
All right.
Replacement. All right. I'm leaving now. That panel is forever, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home.
Anything else for me?
Nope. I was just doing the onboarding. You are good.
Alrighty. Radio check channel 1. Dispatch show 515 transition call sign 616.
Yeah.
Congrats. And I looked at the stars on our neck, and I was like, "Oh, you're just the chief of police of the Los Angeles Police Department."
All right, I retire here.
Stop. No.
I'm going
Denied.
to buy a boat with the PNT money. I'm going to use the $200,000 PNT.
You can't do that. We own too much to the state.
I'm so done.
You don't.
I have $200,000 in the PNT account, and there's only 3 of us who
we
have
need
access
that.
to it. So.
Once you know those stars keep you here. You don't get to go anywhere. You're locked into this.
Oh well.
Go anywhere.
These ones? Nope. Hang on.
Nope, not those.
Yeah. Well, those are still
these
They don't
ones?
come off. Put them back on.
Back on, Lawson.
Back on.
That's an order.
Put them back on.
Lawson, that's an order.
You're not fired. Put them back on.
It's an order.
Oh what?
What? Just do it.
Or I'm
We're
gonna
in a
fucking
tricky
step down
spot
and make
here,
you the
bro.
chief of police. I want to promote you.
Put your stars
I have
back
to put
on.
the full... What am I now? Both
Lawson.
stars? What am I now?
Stars. I'll give you these. I'll fucking
You're
swap
right.
places with you.
So don't fuck around.
I gotta work with Bob.
Oh what?
So don't
Work
fuck
with Bob.
around.
Lawson, think about what you're doing. Think about what you're doing right now.
Yeah, you're gonna look how strong LSPD is right now with the 3 of us at the top.
EMS on 1.
It's pretty stacked.
It's only getting stronger.
Yeah, we're
pretty stacked
kind of
leadership.
Yeah, I've actually got plans. I think if county gets much smaller, I think I'm gonna move my captainship out to the Blaine County Police Department, and we're gonna take over the county.
Yes, BCPD is coming back.
Yeah.
Black and
23
cowboy
at pillbox. Apparently there's some sort of hazard
them back
here.
on.
Out as well.
That's what
There
I feel. I have
there is
Get out of
a
here.
big ol'
You're
big
ironing
ol'
your shirt.
note on
on the door
Put the
leading
stars
to
back
the
on.
ER rooms and the ICU rooms.
Steam only works
Do
so
not
much.
enter radiation hazards.
You gotta wait for it to
Also,
get hot.
I'm sorry
EMS
for all
and
iron my
hazmat
shirts
suits right
from
now.
now on.
You.
Put them back on.
Danger, where do you need? Where do you need EMS?
Hardcastle.
At the start.
Off of a
Why did I take them off?
Because you were
Retiring. That's right.
Yeah, you were trying
Put
to.
the, you don't even
retire.
know what you're taking them off for. Put them back on.
To retire.
Put them back
Retiring is
on.
denied.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've reached the ripe age of whatever age I am. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot.
Fuck, Maddie.
I think I'm almost 30. I think.
29.
Yeah, and you got another
Alright,
35 left to go.
EMS
So
on route.
put them back on, Bucko.
Ugh.
Yeah, put them back on.
If you keep this going, they're
I
going to make you
believe
the
there
Hugh
was,
Jackman of this goddamn department. You're going to be doing this until you're 70.
Until you're 90. Yeah,
Possibly
dude,
some new officers, I think, being shipped in. Not sure if you've.
What does
been
that
reached out
mean,
to.
Bob?
I'm gonna bring one of the cars over
What?
to that.
You're just
we're
shipping people in?
We're flying in shooters.
Oh.
So,
We have 4 more we're onboarding on Monday.
Okay, just giving you a heads up. I mean,
Yeah.
look, historically when we do this with PNT, we fast forward them and it fucks us over. But I think we don't have too much of a choice at the moment.
I think we just do it. I think we just send it.
It's kind of PNT's call, ultimately how they get trained and raised up. They probably, might take them a minute to adjust. I think based on our last academy, I don't know if you guys recall when we had the fresh batch of cadets and the quote-unquote experienced cops that could be sent out there. We put them both on academy, and it turns out the fresh cops outperformed the ones that quote-unquote had experience. So that was very eye-opening, I think, for us as well. So that's just something to remember, that just because they claim, I was a cop in a different city, they might not be able to adjust as quickly here as somebody that's maybe more open-minded or malleable. It's my only concern with, us getting a bunch of police officers that we could put out there, just how they're handled. That's why the FTOs are kind of important. Even if it's 4 in a car, at least they can watch an FTO and see how they process and do handling and all that stuff.
I'll grab the FTO
when we
bus. I'll take
stack
them
like
all out at
that,
the
we
same time.
usually, when we stack like that, I know that Miles is similar, but for me, I usually assign them each a role. So one will be the driver for the day, one will be the one doing radio, and one will be, talking tactically or whatever. So that they all have a responsibility, and that's the signage that they're focusing on that day. And I think it's actually very beneficial because they can lean on each other to learn, like, oh, why did you drive that way like that? And I can sit there and I can do nothing. And
I mean, you retired, so you're not doing anything anyways.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have those heat and air changes been positive as far as like show of presence, getting more units out there with heat, and okay?
Yeah, same with the SWAT stuff we talked about. I had we had a gang-related shooting go off today, and Clarkson grabbed 3 people, jumped in the SWAT truck, and went out. And responded.
I'm trying to work on those. No.
Okay.
I'm trying to work on getting you
just wanna
those outfits, those uniforms. It's just we got so much shit in the pipeline, man. It's like it's fucking pulling
That's
teeth to get stuff right now. But I'm trying to get some stuff for it.
They went to a bank 2 days ago too. Apparently, the hostage was like, "What the fuck is that?" Like they didn't expect to see SWAT roll up, so it was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, however you want to outfit it, I trust you with it. I know we got some good cops out there that would love to participate in it. I just don't want to see it be a fucking clown show, and then when SWAT pulls up, everyone's pointing and laughing, because I feel that that's kind of what it was starting to turn into for its initial whatever run back 4 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yeah, it's the shift leads drop them. The shift leads grab the people and go out. So
Yeah,
those
shift
3 I
leads
trust.
I mean, yeah, actually, funny enough, Bundy, you remember our fucking show of force shit we used to do in the South Side?
Yeah, Bearcat rolling in front of a fucking parade of 7 or 8 units.
Yeah.
Oh, you're ready for that.
We roll out the Bearcat, we roll out the blacked out fucking SUVs, and we just hit them hard. We run down there, we put everyone against the wall, start fucking just frisking everybody, officer safety, whatever you want to call it.
We also throw some spikes down on the road too, so if they try to flee, it just pops their
Oh
tires.
yeah, just surround the fuck out of these blocks that are like, surround Papadoms if you have to. I don't give a shit when they roll out those like 71 shots fired. Just surround the whole place, shut the whole fucking thing down.
We need more use of like cones and spike strips, in my opinion. Because Bob, I don't know if you remember back in the day, but you remember when banks used to get robbed and we would like you position the vehicles at a 45-degree angle and one across the street, but then we would also block the fucking roads off.
Yeah.
Like that shit, like having people drive through scenes and just like, I don't know, like look around and be like, fuck the cops and, you know, shit like,
Yeah.
I think 1 out of every 2 banks that I go to, somebody just drives by and says some derogatory shit about police officers in the middle of an active scene, which they never would have gotten away with back in the day.
Yeah, I know. Again, I don't know if it's like just we're not being
Remember
hard
kill
on them or
barriers?
what.
The kill barriers were so
Remember the kill
good.
barriers? The moment they pass over, they immediately get shot.
I mean, honestly, if we want to move towards that direction, I think it maybe, maybe not super necessary right now, but if you just want to start pointing guns, you know, fucking SMGs at them, at their car, just tell them to get the fuck out, or even rip people out of cars and just start detaining them, that's probably fine too. I personally wouldn't care. People need to, like, you know, have a bit more respect for police authority at these scenes. To put our foot down a bit more, I guess. So, presence would be good, SWAT would be good, you know, all that stuff. We can.
The problem with SWAT
incentivize
is
more.
and always has been deployment times. The reason SWAT was so efficient like a long time ago is because we could deploy it directly out of the Bearcat, right? Like everybody could, you could kit up directly right there, which I think something that
Be
I
able to
suggested.
change your like outfit. Is that what you're saying?
Well, and
No.
grab your SMG, grab
There was
your
like
ammo.
there was like an armory, like there's a mobile
Yeah.
armory we could.
Does the
refit.
Bearcat not have a inventory like section where you could put guns in it and such? or
It
what?
does, but the problem is we would have to pre-purchase, like let's say a typical SWAT deployment's like 6 or 8 officers or whatever, right?
Mhm.
We would have to spend $24,000 outfitting the Bearcat for the month, which is just not a price that we really like account for
could-
up front.
Maybe if we get some funding from the state to be able to do that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or-
Could use the PNT account.
So,
Well stocked. I got you guys,
Yeah.
don't worry.
so,
Well, thing is, I
so
can just ask the mayor's
change
office for
your
SWAT stuff.
like. Could you? I mean, what about just changing at the Bearcat too? Is
Should
that
be
what you're
able to.
asking?
There should be
or
uniforms
just-
in the back.
We should be able to
Okay.
do that, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
that should
so
be
it's just
fine.
a matter of getting the armory. I mean, hardcast, I mean, it's something you could look into, and I can help you figure out funding for it to outfit the Bearcat. That when it's taken out, it's already got guns in it.
Well, currently,
so something-
Clarkson outfitted the car, and it's got 4 SMGs and a sniper in the back.
Okay.
At least in the car right now.
Honestly, if you fucking throw a sniper on the roof of a building across from a bank, I think that's fine too. You know what I mean?
Let me show you something. I already had someone do this.
You did?
At the
Okay,
Bay City
perfect.
Bank. Yeah, I'm gonna find the
Perfect.
photo. It looked good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, I do have to kind of rush to get out of here, but I will say SWAT-wise, an idea that I had a while back was an idea of like deployment bags or deployment cases that people could have. So like, let's say you have your like, I don't know, like your hard briefcase that you toss in the back of the Bearcat. And then like inside of that, you could have your SMG or your shotgun, in addition to, you know, whatever other, you know, the hard tack vest, a couple of plates, blah, blah, blah. And each individual SWAT deployer could just open that thing up and grab what they need out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And if those sealed up pretty well, then, you know, I don't know, maybe if you put a gun in there instead of, you know, the firing pin going bad in 2 weeks, maybe the gun lasts for, you know, a while.
Yeah.
That way we're not spending.
go bag.
Yeah, that way we
gotta
Like
throw
a
some,
freezer for guns.
a freezer
Give
for
some-
guns. Yes.
Give him some balaclavas or something. I don't know. This looks pretty hard, but I also was an officer wearing sunglasses at night looking through a scope.
Well, because it was just I gave her the sniper at the scene.
Okay.
'cause I was
Fair enough.
arrived.
Fair enough.
I was
Yeah,
like,
okay.
take this and go across the road.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah. I mean, shit
It was
like that
sick
for sure.
It was good.
It's
And they
pretty
put the
sick.
sniper back in before we chased. It was good.
Mm-hmm. Make sure that we
We'll
have,
do.
you know, people in those positions for leadership for SWAT.
You
Make
gotta
sure
do it.
they're,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, I gotta dip out of here. But
You're good.
yeah, good catching up with you, Bundy.
yeah, good catching up with you, Bob. And sorry for yelling at you, by the way. Somebody was impersonating you before. It was just a whole thing.
Oh, no,
it was
it's all right.
Yeah.
It was
I
slow.
understand.
Okay. Hey, chat. Where the fuck do I grab a car down here?
I'll do it for $50.
Chat, where's my car? Computa, where's my car?
Damn good deal.
Why did you send the oven?
I was quoting that one
Okay, me and the valet are gonna fight. Valet storage, huh? Oh, god damn it. Please remove yourself from the valet spot.
There you go.
Jacob. Guys, please get on with the joke, man. Jacob Stevens.
It's a Jakob Stephanie.
Why is it Christmas colored down here?
I'm gonna go snitch right now. Telling him. Shots here? Oh, okay.
Oh. That's why.
Hey, I'm here.
Anybody know what the feds were doing?
Unsure.
I got him at gunpoint. It's a black in color region. It's leaving Blackbird northbound. Your location.
I got it, Lima 1. Yep, I got it. It's a black in color vehicle. PID
I'm
in
gonna
this
stay
vehicle
with him.
ASAP.
Yeah, 41.
PID in this vehicle ASAP.
Yeah, that's the
It's
one.
a
That's
black
the
in
one.
color vehicle. We're on it westbound A Milton.
4 times occupied.
Yep, westbound, now northbound towards Hawick.
Yeah, we dip here. Dip.
He's talking about pulling over.
Alright, we felony stop this.
One's getting out, one's pulling? No, he's pulling away. They follow that guy in the green.
Someone stay with him.
Yep, and we need other units here with this white, black and color vehicle. Get me PID ASAP.
Get one mobile unit with the suspect, other side of the road. Every other unit come to us.
All I need is 377s, two units on that individual with the green, and then I need other units with this black and color vehicle.
Okay, break. It's the person with the green is our main suspect. He's the one that got back into the vehicle after the shooting.
Oh, my car is going in eastbound.
Go ahead and detain that individual and GSR him.
Suspect in the green just stole a cop car.
Eastbound Howard.
Stole a cop car, that's crazy.
Northbound Los Lagunas.
Okay, secondary. We're north Los Lagunas. We're just slowing down. Spanish and Los Lagunas. Siren check. He's out of the car.
Shots fired in 3, 2,
I'm gonna lock the other cop car.
1. Oh, no, okay.
He's been tackled. Rigsby's gonna try and cuff him. Negative. He's still running eastbound towards Papa Dom's. He's been tackled again in the middle of the street. Rigsby's trying to cuff the individual.
We stay on duty while we go home so we can
195.
listen to the tea.
Good check, guys.
Good shit.
The skip tracer has a low pulse, so this might turn into a murder charge in a second.
I get a unit to Havoc and Eastbourne.
Yeah.
With my car.
Yes.
Or you can just
I'll pick you up.
I'm here. I got them.
Okay.
Gotta get green aggro.
I've got your car secured.
Can we get an additional back to the
Yeah, we switching.
in case we do try to shoot out the vehicle?
Yes.
I'm currently on BDP Holwick.
We're gonna move out with Dusty to the hospital.
Let me get you guys to tag up to the card so I can jump off of it. I did not make it here in time.
Alright, the 95 in green does not need medical.
Danger, are you staying there alone?
I'll hang out with Danger.
Nah, I'll be fine
Thank
anyway. Did you grab the forensics?
Yeah, for.
Okay.
I got photographic and forensic.
Is there a report up? Who's this across here? Is this Harvey?
Okay, chat.